behind the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race.
It's a flying object and we don't know what it is. I would hope somebody is checking it out.
It was a rocket or whatever, but incredibly fast, opposite direction. It was too fast to be an airplane.
I'm glad the Pentagon is looking at this, because if it poses a threat, I want them on top of it.
Well, the craft generates its own gravitational field.
You said there's lights in the sky?
The internet has become the command center for criminals and terrorists.
911, what's your emergency? I need help, please help me!
Aliens won't let it happen. You know, that's what we're instructed to say.
Roswell, Area 51. Alien kept deep under the ground.
1 0 1 1 0 1 1 6 3 2 9 7.
Media doesn't have your best interest in mind. The government is self-serving. You're here for a reason. You're listening to Troubled Minds Radio. Broadcasting live from a secret bunker just off the extraterrestrial highway. Somewhere in the desert sands outside of Las Vegas. From somewhere in space-time, loosely labeled Generation X on planet Earth. And asking questions of you in earnest into the digital darkness. Good evening and welcome to Troubled Minds Radio. I'm your host, Michael Strange. And hello to all of you who might also have troubled minds. What's up, guys? It is Tuesday night, and that means it is show night. It is debate night in America. It is... it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, all that aside, we don't do too much about the politics and the rest of that here. We try and avoid that and dodge it and, you know, dodge, weave, and duck, or whatever they say in the movie. We do our best to avoid most of that stuff, but because it was such a mess. And because, yeah, if you guys are into it, we'll take calls on this, but yeah, whatever. Too funny. Yeah. Anyway, so welcome to the show. This is the show where we do all the things we're not allowed to do, which is of course just, you know, think and speak. but specifically, we think and speak about the things we're not allowed to, meaning that the mainstream media completely ignores it. That they basically want to build their own brainwashed narrative. And the reason we did the show, put it together, and continue to do this show is because we think it's more important to talk about the things important to us. We think it's important to, as a community, be able to make our own narrative, parse our own news cycles, and this type of thing, instead of just take what the mainstream has for their brainwash, whatever. Anyway, blah blah. And so to boil it down, so not only we talk about that stuff, we talk about, of course, aliens. We talk about the possible existence of aliens and how people have claimed they've been abducted or seen them and these things. We talk about some old abduction stories like Betty and Barney Hill. We talk about the phosphine on Venus, and, you know, pretty much everything. We keep an eye on the aliens. Talk about the speculation, maybe what it is, maybe what it isn't, and we also talk about conspiracy, of course, because everything's a conspiracy, isn't it? Everything seems to be a conspiracy in this day and age, and That's what we do, and then sprinkle in some paranormal, and that's what you got. That's what the show's about. That's what we do here, and hopefully we do it well enough to keep you listening, and more importantly, we do it live. So I've got the phone number up. If you look at the screen, we're streaming right now on YouTube, streaming on Facebook, streaming on DLive, streaming on Periscope, streaming everywhere, Twitch, you name it. So if it's worth streaming on, we're streaming there, and it is live. So if you're listening on Tuesday night, it's the end of September, sometime in 2020. Let's see, September, what is the damn date? 29th, September 29th. If you're listening tonight, it is live, and that means you can call into the show and you can be part of the show tonight, and you can do that by dialing this phone number, 702-957-1037. That's a Las Vegas area code, and you can also join the Discord. Discord is a chat and a voice client, and you can find the Discord link. It's free. If you have an internet connection, it's free. So if you don't like the long distance of the 702 area code, which is Las Vegas again, you can click the Discord link, and you can find both the phone number and the Discord link at troubledminds.org. That's the official website. And yeah. Okay, so the way this works is we're going to do it like this. This is how we always do it, but I just need to explain in case we got new people here. We'll do some shout-outs. So since we are streaming on these platforms, we're watching chat. So we encourage you to chat if you have thoughts on whatever. Just slap it in there, slap it in the chat, and we'll read it as we go. But if you want a shout-out to start, just go ahead and type where you're listening from, and just city or state or whatever is fine. Country is fine too, whatever you want to do. And we will shout you out. So we're going to do that. We'll do shout-outs in just a sec. So go ahead and type it in there, and we'll shout you out shortly, and then we're going to talk about the news. We usually pick apart the news cycle, right, by looking at some current news and talking about the things that don't really get a lot of coverage and probably should. So that's what we're going to do. We'll do a whole bunch of news, and we're taking calls throughout and reading chat throughout. So please participate there. And then afterwards, after the news, so half the show is going to be the news and you guys calling, hopefully. And the back half of the show, we're going to talk about something called Project Coelacanth. Now, I kind of teased this several months ago, maybe 4 or 5 months ago. I don't know. Kind of when I was trying to find my sea legs after Frank, maybe 6 months ago, something like that. I don't know. Trying to figure out how to do a show by myself, right? But this was one of them. I don't know. I put it together and was like, nah, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes nothing feels right. So I kind of shit canned this way back, but it's about 8 months old, something like that. And Project Coelacanth is basically like a secret space program sort of thing. So if you haven't heard of it, there's actual videos that there's supposedly been leaked. There's actual photographs, and there's a story to go along with it, some Reddit stuff. So we'll get into that. We'll talk about Project Coelacanth and look at some of the videos and some of the photographs and the backstory behind that, and how it kind of maybe coincides with the secret space program, or if you believe that stuff at all. And that's kind of what's on deck. That's what we're talking about tonight and what we're doing. So let's get straight to the shout-outs. And oh boy, I tell you what. Okay, all right. So yeah, it's just too funny. Okay, here we go. We get Tinfoil Timothy University. What's up? Timothy gets first on Facebook. Thanks for showing up tonight. He tags JJ. Thanks for tagging JJ and Jeff and Ginny and everybody. Thanks for sharing it up, guys. Do share it up because it does help a lot. We get close second is Brett. Hey friends, how you doing? Thanks for showing up tonight. Let's see. Gandhi, you say Gandhi? Yeah. Justin, what's up, Moon? How you doing, my man? Thanks for being here. We got Paul. Hello. Let's see. We got let's see. Christopher, greetings, fellow Earthlings. How about the debate? Yeah, okay. Justin, I'm stoned for the show. Yeah, what's up? Right on. You're just in time then. Let's see. What else? Let's see. Brett says terrible debate. Dump diarrhea on Trump and Biden. Joe from Florida. What's up, my man? Thanks for being here tonight. We got Ben. Who saw the debate? What'd you think? Again, we can take calls on this. I'm not going to talk about it directly, but if you guys are interested, I'd love to hear what you guys think. If not, that's fine too, because this isn't really where we come to talk about that stuff. You could just turn on CNN and watch them breathlessly try and like squeeze in 10 minutes of Orange Man Bad before the episode stops. It's just too funny. It's just too funny the way They can't let you actually see the debate without like quick, tell them what to think about it. Tell everybody what to think about it. It's just hilarious. It's really hilarious. Let's see. Justin says, I don't care for either of them and watched 30 seconds of the debate and almost fell asleep. Yeah, amen. What's up, Joey? Thanks for being here tonight. Darius Moo, how are you, man? Thanks for being here. Let's see. Kurt, thanks for being here, Kurt. We got who else? Let's see. Timothy says, Mike, we're here because of Martian collusion. Yeah, probably. I think probably. Let's see. Joey says, Occupy Mars. What's up, Joey? Thanks for showing up tonight. We got Kurt. Hello. We got Danny. Pretty funny. The debate. He says, I'm not gonna take sides here, so I'm not gonna read your comments about Trump or Biden. So. Unless you're shitting on both of them. If you want to shit on both of them, then yeah. If you want to, then I'll read it. But don't don't expect me to read your political tags, guys. Okay. Let's see. Joey says 3 spaceships headed to Mars as we speak. Okay, cool. Maybe we can talk about that. If you have information on that, I'd love to see it. Let's see. Brett says in Frisco, Texas. Love what you do. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. Jeez, what's up, Sean from Canada? Thanks for showing up. I'm just laughing at the debates. We got Noble Kal-El gets first on YouTube. Thanks for showing up, buddy. And he's also on Twitch. Look at that, Noble Kal-El. And not only that, he's also boosting the Discord server. So Noble Kal-El, a super fan. Thanks for hanging out. thanks for all the support and the enthusiasm. I appreciate it a lot. Eli from Washington, thanks for being here. We get Fred from Arizona. Good evening, Brandon. What's up? Hello from Spokane, Washington. Election was a joke. Both sides have mental disabilities. There you go. Todd, hello. Greetings from Kentucky. Let's see. Who else? We got, let's see. Noble Kal-El says, can't wait to hear your thoughts about Assange. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we can talk about that if you want to talk about Assange. Eddie LV, what's up? Great call back in the day, Eddie. We're going to have Eddie on the show in the near future as well, so we're trying to set that up and get together. But Eddie's on Discord. Thanks for showing up tonight. We got, let's see, Loud and Clear says Fred. We got, who else do we got? We got Blondie 9000. Blondie 9000 on Twitch. I see you there. What's up? Thanks for being here. Let's see. Todd says prehistoric fish. Yeah, that's what a coelacanth is. But the project coelacanth is something completely different. GWiz 303 says Zeta Reticuli. I see you on YouTube there. Thanks for showing up. All right. What else? Larry, how are you? Fascinating. Have you no sense of decency, man? Have you no sense of decency? Yeah. Okay. All right. So, fantastic. Glad everybody's doing good. If you're not, then I'm praying for you. Frequencies, vibrations, all that good stuff. Let's get together and have a good time and bring people up, not bring people down. That's the goal here. One of the goals among many. So okay, there we go. There's the shout outs. We'll get to the news one more time. This is live. If you guys have comments on this, again, we please, if you do call in and you have thoughts on the debate, just please keep the vote this guy or vote that guy stuff out of it. If you got comments or whatever, that's totally cool. But we don't need Biden 2020 or MAGA 2020 or any of this business. Let's see. Sean says China was in Biden's ear during the debate. Oh boy. All right. Enough of this. Let's see. John says, I was checking about phosphine in the atmosphere of Venus, and they said that phosphine is a nasty byproduct of making crystal meth. I didn't know that. So there's something I just learned. Thank you for that. Maybe they're doing it on Mars, or I'm sorry, on Venus. Maybe that's actually what's going on here. Let's see. You guys are too funny. Okay, let's jump to the news and look at what's going on before we get into the rest of this. Now, this is reported by Popular Mechanics, and nice site, I think. For the most part, it's all propaganda these days. But yeah, what's up, Jamie? Thanks for showing up. The topic tonight is going to be Project Coelacanth, which is basically aliens, and not just aliens, but aliens and like a secret space program, and supposedly footage, and supposedly photographs, and supposedly a story to go along with it and where they came from. That's what the topic is. And there we go. All right. Let's do this. Let's go to this popularmechanics.com. Headline reads this: 13 scientists say in a real journal there's a black hole at the center of the Earth. Yeah. Ooh. I'm telling you what, maybe. The subheadline says they're trolling us, we think. But how the hell did this get published? All right, so let's read some of this. This is from again, Popular Mechanics. Scientists have uncovered a bizarre, indefensible paper that squeaked through peer review at what appears at first pass to be a legitimate medical journal. Expert responses to the report are funny, but the research represents some key items of interest in science publishing and academia more broadly, which is kind of what caught my attention. I was like, oh, that's neat. I wonder how we didn't notice the black hole at the center of the Earth up to this point. But here we go. Let's see. In a black hole in the center of the Earth plays the role of the biggest system of telecommunication for connecting DNAs, dark DNAs, and molecules of water on 4+N dimensional manifold. Published last year at the Open Access Macedonian Journal of Medical Sciences. Listed 13 authors from wildly different fields, and when they throw together escalating falsehoods, this article says. Quote, recently, some scientists from NASA have claimed that there may be a black hole-like structure at the center of the Earth. The abstract begins. And this tweet right here in the article from an individual by the name of, looks like Paul. Is his name Paul? Yeah. Paul Byrne, B-Y-R-N-E, at The Planetary Guy said, what? And I cannot stress this enough, TF. What? What? WTF. A black hole at the center of the Earth. Yeah, it only gets crazier from here, the article continues. The Earth's core, hold on, let me scroll this down and read this. I did link it if you guys want to follow along with the paper here and check it out and find out what's actually happening with this, but what's going on? I have no idea. I have no idea. It only gets crazier from there. The Earth's core is the biggest system of telecommunication which exchanges waves with all DNAs and molecules of water. Let's see. Imaging of DNAs on the interior of the metal of the core produces a DNA black brain, B-R-A-N-E, with around 10 to the power of 9 times longer than the core of the Earth, which is compacted and creates a structure similar to a black hole or black brain. We have shown that this DNA black brain is the main cause of high temperature of core and magnetic of Earth. Man, I'm telling you what. So the paper is actually linked here if you guys want to read the actual paper itself and maybe dig into the science of black hole at the center of the Earth. But here's some more. Another of the group's papers begins this way. First group couple to our universe from one side and produce matters like some genes of DNAs and couple to an anti-universe from another side, an opposite sign, and create antimatters like some anti-genes of anti-DNAs. Okay, now this is either way smarter than I'll ever be, or the opposite. I'm not exactly sure. But let's see. The article continues. If this sounds like word salad to you, you're not alone. One of the theories to explain the paper is that it was generated using peer review tricking, artificial intelligence, which reshuffles key terms and phrases and glues them together into something almost coherent. The technology to do work like this gets more sophisticated all the time. AI can almost write sitcom scripts, and job applicants must optimize their resumes since so many are now scanned by keyword-seeking bots before they ever make it to a human. Okay, all right. So maybe enough of that. But yeah, so interesting. So it passed peer review, and there's a black hole at the center of the Earth. Here we go. What does that say about a lot of things? Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Some good comments here. What's up, Todd? Thanks for showing up today. Facepalm, astronaut space facepalm. Yes, definitely. Let's see. Joey says Hope Orbiter, Tianwen-1, and Perseverance 3 spacecraft headed to Mars and a helicopter. Is that what's going on? They're sending a chopper to Mars. What's up, Elizabeth from Oregon? Thanks for showing up tonight. Who else do we got? Let's see. Kelly, what's up? Kelly says 3 things cannot hide for long: the sun, the moon, and the truth. That's from Buddha. Good evening, peeps. Great quote. Thanks for showing up, my man. Let's see. Timothy says, every meth head that hears this will be duct taping themselves to Elon's rockets, the phosphine and Venus and the meth. Let's see. Joe says the black hole is all from socks. All are missing socks. There it is. That's where they all went. That makes perfect sense now. Let's see. Joey, product of CERN, the big collider. Yeah, that could be too, right? There's the black hole at the center of the Earth. Let's see. What else? Sean says, wow, that would explain the failure of the debates as of late. Yeah, well, that's its own thing. Let's see. What else? Who am I missing? Brett says there's a black hole in the middle of the U.S. government. Yeah, that's a good one too. The Geo Magician, what's up? I see you on YouTube. Thanks for showing up. Says Duong NV collabed on a paper named Recovery of Brain in Chick Embryos by Growing Second Heart and Brain. I hadn't heard of that one. if you want to link it or you want to give me a call and talk about it, we can talk about that. And there we go. But yeah, here we go. There's a black hole at the center of the Earth, says this paper that's been peer reviewed. Somehow it made it through peer review, and not only that, it got published. And let's see. Yeah, if you want the actual paper itself, here I'll get you the link because I know you guys are dying to read this. Here's the link of the actual paper, the scientific paper. Let's see. Is this the one? No, it's not the one. Let me get the link. I'll get you the link here. Let's see. Yeah, but I mean, so what do you think? Do you think this is a peer-reviewed spoofer trick, AI trying to drop more fake news on academia, or what's going on with this? I have no idea. I thought it was pretty funny and was like, damn, that's a hell of a thing, that black hole in the middle of the Earth here. But okay, here we go. Here's another that's from IFL Science. I think the paper's linked on that page, and they're talking about extra dimensions, 4 dimensions, dark DNA, and some other weird stuff. So. Yeah. Oh boy, definitely good. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's move on here. Unless anybody has comments on this or wants to give me a call and talk about this, 702-957-1037. Click the Discord link. You can join the show by getting on Discord or actually calling that phone number. And speaking of Discord, let me jump on Discord. I'm not really on there yet. There we go. On air. There I am. Now it's official. We started. Okay, so here we go. Now, this is from the New York Times. This is one of my favorite sources because, well, I mean, they just can't help themselves. They just one-up themselves over and over in stupidity. And so, yeah, I do appreciate what comes out of the New York Times. Oh, and the Washington Post. It's like they're always trying to one-up each other in stupidity. So here we go. This is this headline reads this from the New York Times: a theory about conspiracy theories. In a new study, psychologists tried to get a handle on the personality types that might be prone to outlandish beliefs. All right. And again, like we always say, we live in the upside down here. The world is definitely some sort of upside down bizarreness, and they expect us to really just believe that everything's fine and their narratives are good and nothing bad will ever happen if we follow the leadership of the party and toe the party line and all the rest of this, right? That's the illusion. That's the big lie, right? That's the actual big lie. Well. And then, not only that, so funny enough, I say this a lot, and this is totally true. Like, both sides of the political spectrum, they can agree on stealing more money from the Treasury, right? Taking more tax money from us and giving us less for it. And they both agree that anybody that doesn't toe the party line is a conspiracy theorist, all right? So which basically tells me that we are the enemy of the government based on their actions. But anyway, there you go. Okay, so here we go. This is published today. More than 1 in 3 Americans believe that the Chinese government engineered the coronavirus as a weapon, and another third are convinced that the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has exaggerated the threat of COVID-19 to undermine President Trump. The numbers from a survey released on September 21st by the University of Pennsylvania's Annenberg Public Policy Center may or may not taper off as communities begin to contain the virus, but they underscore a moment when a particular brand of conspiracy theory is emerging in the mainstream, a belief that the official story is in fact a big lie, being told by powerful, shadowy interests. Dun, dun, dun. At its extremes, these theories include cannibals and satanic pedophiles, courtesy of this so-called QAnon theory circulating online, lizard people disguised as corporate leaders and celebrities, rooted in alien abduction stories and science fiction, they say. And in this year of the plague, evil scientists and governments all conspiring to use COVID-19 for their own dark purposes. Dun, 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 says the New York Times. This is all according to the New York Times. This individual by the name of Benedict Carey, undoubtedly some sort of propagandist that has some sort of I guess you could say, an interest in making sure that we do actually follow the party line. But anyway, this continues. It gets better. Estimates of how many Americans firmly believe at least one discredited conspiracy theory hover around 50%. But that may be low. To paraphrase a popular bumper sticker, if you don't think someone is plotting against you, you're not paying attention. Still, psychologists do not have a good handle on the types of people who are prone to buy into big lie theories, especially the horror film versions. Okay, So we can read a little more of this because it's pretty funny. Let me just mark the place here. That's where we were, right about there. Okay, so with all of that said, now do you think that given the big lie that we're all told every day by every corporate entity, right, by their PR firms, by academia, with this paper that was just published, peer-reviewed somehow, about the black hole in the center of the earth, about the government trying to tell us that we're supposed to believe that these are the two most fit individuals to rule the country, right? Just had the debate, like, again and on and on. Like, there's so many like obvious things that are just like smack you on the forehead, no shit, that we're expected to believe and not question because, well, that's just the way it is, right? That's the way life is. That's the way these things are, right? Well, do we have to accept that life is this way and that this is the way things are? I don't think so. And I think actually having an attitude where we expect better from them, from all of them, the media, from the government, from academia, from every major corporations, the entire thing, the technocracy, like we always say, all of those individuals, right? We should expect better, right? Because I think we should. Why the hell not? Why else are we here if we're not expecting better in some way or another, right? But if you do, right, if you can't accept the fact that humans are flawed or whatever it is, or, you know, well, this doesn't run right because, humans make mistakes and, you know, like, well, come on, really? Like, I know a lot of people, and there's a lot of really smart people, and there's a lot of really good people. So not all humans constantly make mistakes, okay? There's a lot of people that do a really good job at what they do. So that exists out there too, by the way. So, you know, again, conspiracy theories. You tell me, what is this actually? What's up, Timothy, on Periscope? I see you. Thanks for showing up. Probably a confused visitor visiting NASA, hiding in a bathroom. Could be. Let's see. Geo Magician says, click on their names for more publications. They seem like professional, high-end trollers. It seems like it, right? So not just this, the black hole thing. Yeah, it could be. Anyway, yeah. So like I said, if you expect better and you sniff out the BS of the party lines, right? Both parties, all the parties, all the governments, right? They're all included in this. All of the oligarchs, the technocrats, they're all involved, right? The media, they're all involved. It is a conspiracy. It is a conspiracy, right? To fool us, to make us think that the government is just so huge that it just cannot be run efficiently, right? That there's just too many moving parts for them to do a good job, right? We're supposed to be fooled by this. We're supposed to think that whatever it is that we're supposed to think, whatever it is they want us to think. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. What else do we got? Who am I missing? What's up? Don't ya? I see you there. I believe the debate proved to everyone we are all screwed. Agreed, 100%. Ben says a black hole is an entrance for UFOs. Could be. What's up, Rob? They took a wrong turn and went up Rosie O'Donnell's backside. Yes, they did. Apparently, at the we're talking about the debate, I think. Let's see. Sean says skills are human. I'm not sure what that means. Let's see. What else? Hey. Okay. Let's see. Find the tinfoil hats, guys. Okay. So this continues. This article by the New York Times, right? So, psychology of conspiracy theorists. And so they can't really determine what type of person falls for this stuff. Okay. Notice they don't mention what type of person falls hook, line, and sinker for the propaganda they're spinning on the daily. I think I'd probably be a little more concerned about the people that literally hook, line, and sinker by the propaganda bullshit that they feed us. Okay. Anyway, this continues. In the most comprehensive analysis to date of people who are prone to conspiracy beliefs, a research team in Atlanta sketched out several personality profiles that appear to be distinct. One is familiar: the injustice collector, impulsive and overconfident, who is eager to expose naivete in everyone but him or herself. Yeah, there we go. Everybody knows somebody like that, right? The injustice collector, impulsive and overconfident. Yes. Okay. Another is less so, a more solitary, anxious figure, moody and detached, perhaps including many who are older and living alone. The analysis also found at the extremes an element of real pathology, of a personality disorder in the jargon of psychiatry. Yeah, psychiatry, what the hell? How do you say it? I don't even care. I don't even give a shit how you say it. How about that? Quote, with all the changes happening in politics, the polarization and lack of respect, conspiracy theories are playing a bigger role in people's thinking and behavior possibly than ever. said Shauna Bowes, a research psychologist at Emory University who led the study team. And continue, quote, and there was no consensus on the psychological bases of conspiracy beliefs. In this work, we tried to address that. All right. So they're trying to profile, anybody who wants to not believe the party line, right? Of course, there's got to be some sort of clinical diagnosis, right? Because who just doesn't, get the propaganda and suck it down in the morning with your Cheerios, right? Who doesn't do that? Yeah, exactly. So here we go. This continues. This is great. Conspiracy theories are old as old as human society, of course. And in the days when communities were small and vulnerable, being on guard for hidden plots was likely a matter of personal survival. So in the old days, it was a good thing. Okay? Some scientists argue. In the modern era, scholars like Theodore Adorno and Richard Hofstadter have identified conspiracy beliefs and paranoia as central elements in political movements. Oh, you don't say. I wonder why. Did anybody just watch the debates? Yeah. There's no conspiracy involved here. Again, the two most fit people to be president debating. I tell you what, psychologists have picked up the topic in earnest only in the past decade or so. Oh, yeah, sure. And their findings have been piecemeal and roughly in line with common wisdom. People often adopt conspiracy beliefs as a balm for deep grievance. The theories afford some psychological ballast, a sense of control, an internal narrative to make sense of a world that seems senseless. So here's what I want to know, all right? Here's what I want to know. We can read a little more of this because I think this is fascinating. I think this is actually fascinating when you get somebody that's like a propagandist, right? That's Benedict Carey. Francisco Cicciarella is a person who did the image there. But yeah, so Benedict Carey. Now this individual, clearly a propagandist, he wants to know why, we need some sense of control. And why we want to make sense of a world that seems senseless. Well, you tell me. Does the world seem senseless to you? Like I say, we live in the upside down, don't we? Where kind of everything really doesn't make a damn bit of sense, does it? Does it? No. And so, of course, instead of spending time trying to untangle the senselessness of a senseless world, they instead, what do? They write some propaganda, right? So if we don't buy the this or the that of the binary political straw man bullshit they're always feeding down our throat, then we get this. We're conspiracy theorists, right? Yeah. So this continues. This is good stuff. The belief that drug companies invent illnesses to sell their products, for instance, can provide a way of processing a grave diagnosis that arrives out of nowhere. The advent of the pandemic and its injection into partisan politics in the United States and abroad lend an urgency to a deeper understanding of conspiracy theories, given that false beliefs that the CDC is politically compromised one way or another can lead millions to ignore public health advice. Okay, so this guy is saying the CDC is not politically compromised. He's saying that the Center for Disease Control is humming along perfectly and doing its thing, and it's right? Again. Hello. You guys interested in this? There's a little more. We could read a little more. I don't know. What do you think? There's a lot here where you're like, okay, well, no shit. So why don't you address some of the stuff that doesn't make any sense? Why don't you address some of that? I think that. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Okay. Yeah. Everybody strap on the tinfoil. Larry says, we've been lied to for so long. How can anybody accept what little we're fed as truth? Do your own research. Exactly right. Not only that, when you get propaganda, like find out where the propaganda is coming from, who's writing it, what they probably have as a motive to write the propaganda that they're writing. Yeah, like they say, we live in a post-truth world, they say, okay? That's a term. That, for better or worse, they've made up, right? And I say they is the media, academia, right? The governments, the technocracy, the technocrats. They've all done this. Again, like I said, they're complicit in one way or the other. They work together. The Mockingbird, CIA, media. Come on. Really? And again, the CDC is not politically compromised. I'll tell you what. They change their mind every other day about how to handle this, but Sean says, like all shenanigans on the CDC. Yeah, Yeah, right? Yeah. What's up, Derek? Thanks for showing up tonight. Let's see. What else do we got? Gio says, I am both of these people. Yeah, maybe. The person they're trying to diagnose here. Okay, so this continues. So, quote, you really have a perfect storm, and that the theories are directed at those who have fears of getting sick and dying or infecting someone else, said Gordon Pennycook, a behavioral scientist at the University of Regina School of Business in Saskatchewan. What's up, Canada, Saskatchewan? And those fears distract people from judging the accuracy of content they may read online. Wait. And those, I'm going to read this again because this is gold. And those fears distract people from judging the accuracy of content they may read online, right? So we're so afraid that we can no longer judge the accuracy of the content that's online. No. Everything that's online is a damn lie. That's why. Because there is a lack of accuracy in what we read online. And this is the conspiracy. This is it. This is come on, people. Like, seriously? Yeah. New York Times. Again, I'm going to link this one more time if you guys want to check this out. It's a fantastic read. If you want to diagnose yourself on why you're ungovernable, or you're a belligerent, or you're a psychopath, or whatever it is they want to call you. Remember the last paper we talked about, the New York Times, or I think it was the Washington Post. Some other asshole was trying to say that if you believe in conspiracy theories, that you're a psychopath, and some other things. I mean, yeah, clearly, right? Clearly, because the elephant in the room here is that, yeah, this shit is broke. Like, we live in the upside down, and the stuff that gets published online is mostly bullshit. Okay, so what do they expect? Again, like I said, if you don't want people creating conspiracy theories, then why don't you just be transparent and tell the truth all the time? Hey, isn't that novel, right? Isn't that novel? Yeah. So anyway, this is yes, I copy that, Sean. I'm not going to say that. You're not going to fool me into saying that. Let's see. Derek says, I'm from Saskatchewan, Canada. Well, there you go. Now you know. Now you might be responsible for this then, right? Is it you? It was you. No, I'm just kidding. Joey says, everything online is a lie, even this. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Joe says, it just sounds like a long way to say conspiracy people do their own research and don't always believe the headline. No, because it's not good enough to say that. You have to malign them. You have to say they have some sort of psychosis, right? They have some sort of underlying condition that predisposes them to ridiculous theories, right? That's what it is. You can't just say people that are suspicious of the media, right? You can't say that, because that just makes too much damn sense. You have to malign them, right? That's how you do it. You unperson them. You turn them into the enemy by making them not believe, or making the rest of the world not believe they're people, right? They're just dirty, filthy conspiracy theorists, right? Yeah. Anyway, fantastic article again. Thanks to what's his face from the New York Times, Benedict Carey. Benedict Carey. Yeah. Derek says, read and come to your conclusions. Exactly. Joe says, the truth is Ron Jeremy is not guilty. Okay, I don't even know what that means. Let's see. Yeah, what did he do? What's up, Blondie 9000? Well, since I'm a woman, it's got to be a psychopath. Well, there you go. Well, welcome to it. You've been officially diagnosed by Dr. Michael Strange as a psychopath, based on this shitty article from the New York Times written by Benedict Carey. So there we go. Now that everybody's clear, you know what you are. There's no reason to make any of this up, and there's nothing wrong with the world. You're just a paranoid schizophrenic. That's all, right? We all need to be on meds. That's it. All right, perfect. Now that we're all clinical psychopaths. All right, let's see what else. How dare you? How dare you question? All right, I think we're going to have to play it, aren't we? How dare you question? I think we got a how dare you here somewhere. Yeah, we do. Let's do it.
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you question the narrative, right? You turn a bunch of psychopaths, whatever. I don't know. Let's see. I am the great Q. Fear all that I say, for it may come true, says Sean. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, here we go. Let's. So that's the New York Times. That's a theory about conspiracy theories. Okay, and this isn't even a very good conspiracy theory, right? It's just a smear piece. It's just another smear piece that says, hey, if you don't believe what Joe Biden and Donald Trump are telling you, then you are a conspiracy theorist and you must be a psychopath, right? Smear piece. Oh, I got something to say to you, New York Times. I'm gonna save it. No F-bombs. All right, I'm gonna try and stop my F-bombs for at least 5 minutes. All right, 5 minutes F-bombs. Oh, what's up, Super Vike? I see you on YouTube says, oh, we dare. Oh, hell yes, we dare. That's why we're doing this. Again, outside the narrative, right? We're doing our own thing. We're blazing our own trail because the one they feed us is bullshit, and that's a fact. That is a fact. Okay, so let's see. John says, being human in itself is a mental disorder. There you go. I kind of agree. We're all broken in one way or the other, right? Let's see. And that's part of the human condition. Let's see. Sean says, I got off my meds years ago and I'm completely fine. I swear, you purple platypus. There you go. Now you know. Now you know why you're here, because you're a psychopath. All right. Now this is reported by the Wall Street Journal. Now check this out. Now this is Vegas news. I thought this was pretty interesting. Hacker releases information on Las Vegas area students after officials don't pay a ransom. Okay. Clark County in Nevada, which is here where I live, is a largest known school district hit by hackers during COVID-19 pandemic. So a hacker published documents containing social security numbers, student grades, and other private information stolen from a large public school district in Las Vegas after officials refused a ransom demanded in return for unlocking district computer servers. Now, the illegal release late last week of sensitive information from the Clark County School District in Las Vegas, with about 320,000 students, demonstrates an escalation in tactics for hackers who have taken advantage of schools heavily reliant on online learning and technology to run operations during the coronavirus pandemic. The release of the district's information is being reported for the first time by the Wall Street Journal. Hackers have attacked school districts and other institutions with sensitive information even before the pandemic, typically blocking users' access to their own computer systems unless a ransom is paid. In those instances, the so-called ransomware crippled the district's operations, but hackers didn't usually expose damaging information about students or employees. So this is a new thing, right? This is how we make a buck in the new normal. This is the new normal. So this is reported today, updated September 28, 2020. So this is just hitting. I was a little bit surprised that us and little old Las Vegas made the national news, at least the fancy Wall Street Journal here. But so I guess this is the way you do it, right? So you lock up the learning capacity or the actual working capacity of learning students online, because many are actually working or learning remotely, right? Taking classes remotely, laptops, the whole deal, right? So yeah, I mean, there you go. I mean, I'm not encouraging anybody to do that. I'm just saying that other people are doing that, and apparently, they must be profitable or they wouldn't be doing it, right? I think. I mean, is that pretty good stuff? What's up, Sonny? I see you there. Thanks for showing up. Let's see. Cedric says, "Go beyond plus ultra." Plus ultra. Yeah. Plus ultra. Yeah. You mean the Donald Trump thing? Plus ultra and the time travel plus ultra. Yeah, we did that a while back. Well, maybe we should revisit that. I guess tonight would have been a good night. The Donald Trump time travel. Okay. Anyway, let's continue a little bit of this. Actually, where are we at time wise? You got comments on this? Has anybody experienced this? I know we have people that work in the education industry out there that listen to the show. Have you heard about any of this happening in your school districts or at least in your state and local areas? Does this seem new to you? I know that they were doing this to like city halls and this type of thing, like trying to extort like local governments for well, you can't get your shit done and you can't get your files until you pay us, right? And like they were paying them because they couldn't just lock up the entire government, though it sounds like it might be better to just do it that way, just lock it all up, throw the key away. But they're actually paying ransoms to get their data back and access to their equipment. So pretty crazy stuff here. I don't know, has anybody heard of this happening in your neck of the woods? But Nutter Butters. If you have comments on this or anything we've talked about thus far or whatever the hell you want to talk about, that's what we're about. 702-957-1037. You can click the Discord link. You can find both the phone number and the Discord link at the official website, troubledminds.org. That's the official website. Yeah, did I mention it's the official website? Troubledminds.org. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Mateo says their server farm is named Lindbergh Baby. Come on, you guys with the jokes. The Lindbergh baby. Let's see. Sonny's got some good stuff going on there. Got some good emojis and some things and some cool. Okay, so what do you guys think? Again, is this new? Is this happening in your neck of the woods? Are they hijacking school districts so they can take over, hijack the money? I know that like our school district here is super huge. Like it has I'm not shitting you. I'm not exaggerating. It's like a $4 billion yearly budget for our school district here in Clark County, Southern Nevada, which seems ridiculous. Like $4 billion a year is their budget, right? And they've got some incredibly nice schools out here. So, I can tell you what $4 billion gets you because you just drive around look at these schools. It's insane. But that's nuts. Don't just says, let's talk about how Trump looked like an orange and Joe Biden looked like a corpse. See, that's how you do it right. That's how you do it right. You got to shit on them both. That's how you do it right. Because it's the joke is that this can't be the best of us, can it? I just don't think so. Wait, what happened? Okay, I don't know. My Windows dropped. Of course, one problem after another. There's always a damn problem. Okay. All right. So if you want to be a part of the show, 702-957-1037. What do you think? Ransomware? Is that happening to anybody, city workers out there that have their city hall hijacked, or school workers that work for a school district that had this happen to them? Or is this just now starting? Is it just going to be the new thing? It's going to be the hot thing on how to make a buck, and the new normal? It's going to be ransomware at schools. Yeah, there it is. Let's see. Get my Windows back up. Get my everything. Okay, everything looks good. Everything looks good, I think. Where's my Facebook? All right, yeah. I don't know what happened. Everything at the exact same time just kind of dropped. All the windows just down. Okay, throw it back up. Joey, what's up? Says pumpkin and zombie Halloween debate. There you go. Don't just says I got some ransomware. You got some? Like you're selling it, or I don't understand. Clarify, please clarify. 702-957-1037. Click the Discord link, and we'll keep on moving here. What time is it? So what do we got time wise? Yeah, we're good. Let's motor through some more news as I freak out about conspiracy theories and all the rest of this. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's not the kind of ransomware we're talking about. That's not that. I'm not going to encourage that for the new normal. Sorry, don't you? I'm not going to do it. Okay, what else do we got? Here's let's see. Okay. Yeah, this is a little too political. I'll save this for another time when it's not debate night. How about this one? Speaking of school, speaking of schools. Hey, what's up, Penny Bunny? Follow Penny Bunny on YouTube and the Curious Bunny on YouTube. What's up? Thanks for showing up. Here we go. Check this out. This is reported by CNN, the most trusted source in news. Okay, so a man covered his face with tattoos and turned his eyes black. He says it cost him his kindergarten teaching job. So I guess this is the new normal. This is the new, what would you call this? The new ransomware, I guess. A school teacher whose body, face, and tongue are covered in tattoos and who has had the whites of his eyes surgically turned black said he was prevented from teaching at a French kindergarten after a parent complained he scared their child. There's a photograph right there. Okay, so you tell me if that was your child's kindergarten teacher trying to like become the devil himself in the flesh, would you have a problem with that? I mean, remember how I talk about, maybe wearing a tie sometimes will get you somewhere, and I mean it like more like a make fun of ourselves type of way, right? But I think this is the opposite of that. I think this is just the opposite of that. What's up, Robert? Says Joe Biden's whole campaign is Trump bad and vote for me because my son died. Ouch. Dylan, what's up? So I think everyone's internet kind of just glitched out. Yeah, did it? I hope not. Mine's fine. We're fine. We're all fine here now. What's up, Joey? Not scary at all. Yeah, right? No problem. Especially for kindergartners, right? The black tattooed eyes. This is like the black-eyed dude, the black-eyed kindergarten teacher. Yeah, I don't know. Do you have a problem with this guy losing his job as a kindergarten teacher in France because he's looks like the devil? Or, yeah, quote, all my students and their parents were always cool with me because basically they knew me, said Helene, who estimated he had spent around 460 hours under the tattooist needle. It's only when people see me from afar away that they can assume the worst. Okay. I mean, okay. Yeah. I Yeah. Okay. Anyway, comments on that 702-957-1037. Let's see. Don't you says he probably has yeah. Okay. You guys into political stuff. Stop. John says as long as you didn't try banging any of the kids, he's better than most of them. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a hell of a point. Mateo says I'd send my kid to school with a stake and tell him to aim for the heart. See, there you go. Now that's a good funny comment. Brett says, are we really going to care if aliens announce themselves right now? I don't think anybody gives a shit. The world is so upside down that no, I think that they could probably land on the White House lawn and we think it was some sort of Project Bluebeam, right? It was some sort of a trick. They're tricking us. It's election year. You can't get anything by us. It's an election year. Yeah, this is BS. Yeah, no, you're right. We probably wouldn't give a shit. All right, let's see. What else do we got? Some other good things here. Let's see. Okay, well, I can't do that one because it was fine earlier. Now they want me to pay to read the article. Well, sorry. Sorry. Here's one. Let's talk about UFOs. And yeah, Johnson says he knew the risk. What's up, Johnson? Thanks for showing up. He knew the risks of tattooing himself to look like the devil, right? Yeah. Elizabeth says satanic. Yeah. Joey says conspiracy. Yeah. Exactly. Like I said, how would you feel if that was your child's kindergarten teacher? Like what are the things that come to mind? Satanic, right? Okay. Anyway, here we go. This is reported by DW.com. And I saw this. This is not brand new. This is maybe about a week old or so. But Japan orders military pilots to report UFO sightings. Despite the defense ministry claiming there have been no official reports of military personnel encountering unidentified flying objects, UFO watchers insist that Japan is a hotbed of extraterrestrial activity. So the defense ministry claims there have been no official reports of military personnel encountering UFOs, right? Except now they're ordering them to report the UFO sightings because they're saying that, well, no, what do you mean UFOs? There's no UFOs here. But, we're going to put out an order now that if you see them, you got to report them. Japan's self-defense forces, SDF, have been issued with new protocols for what they should do when encountering an unidentified flying object that could potentially pose a threat to national security. There's that word again, national security. What's up, Tom DeLong? I'm talking to you. Former Defense Minister Taro Kono told a press conference earlier in September that members of the military need to make a visual recording of any unexplained phenomena they encounter and that the footage must be analyzed to the fullest extent. The military is also being tasked with looking into reports of UFO sightings from the public. Oh, well, if they're not there and you don't have any reports, then why are we looking for them? Huh? Again, right? There's no conspiracy, right? There's no conspiracy. You guys aren't lying to us about there actually being UFOs when, there are. Or you saying they're not when they are, Yeah. I mean, this is crazy stuff here. This is one of those things where no shit. This is why you get conspiracy theorists, because they're lying. They're straight up lying. Like there's no two ways about it. Okay, people see and report UFOs all day, every day, all over this country, all over other countries of the world, right? They're corroborated in many cases by military, and not only that, they hide it or whatever they do. But then Japan's saying that, well, we just don't have any. I'll read that again. Despite the defense ministry claiming there have been no official reports of military personnel encountering UFOs, right? So they're saying they aren't there. So why make a new thing that they have to report them now? I mean, because they don't exist, right? Yeah. Anyway, what's up? Eddie from Las Vegas says, you're right, Mike. They could land in Times Square and people would just be pissed that they were blocking traffic. That's probably true. That's probably totally true. And that comment came from Discord. So actually, if you get in the Discord and you type in the chat, it will, it's interactive Discord chat as well. So if you want to do it that way. Let's see. Steven says cover-ups. Yeah, exactly. They're covering shit up. Exactly, right? Brett says, what's your opinion on Tom DeLong? We've talked about Tom DeLong quite a lot. In brief, I think he's full of shit. I really do. He kind of makes shit up and kind of corroborates, quote, corroborates things that have been known hoaxes. And then this is supposed to be the guy that's ushering in disclosure. We've talked about this quite a lot. There's plenty of episodes in the past. If you're interested in it exactly, just look at the UFO stuff on the page, the YouTube page. There's tons of stuff. We talked at hours about Tom DeLong for hours and hours and hours as the different information kind of clunks out. So you can even go back to like 2 years ago when we talked about like the To the Stars Academy, our very first thoughts when Frank was still on the show. Like we've talked about this for years, literally years. So yeah, but that's the brief. I think he's full of shit. I think it's some sort of marketing hype. I think it's maybe possibly disinformation, and he's the new Richard Doty of the UFO community. I think there's a lot here, and don't take me wrong. It doesn't mean I don't believe UFOs exist. Of course they exist. But I just don't think Tom DeLonge and To the Stars version of those 3 Tic Tac videos are the end all be all of UFOs, right? I think that they're pushing that narrative for some reason. And like I said, the national security threat, right? National security threat. Again, Japan's self-defense forces have been issued with new protocols for what they should do when encountering an unidentified flying object that could potentially pose a threat to national security. Yeah, that seems to be what Tom DeLonge's saying. It seems like a military project to get more funding or something like that. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so anyway, where are we time-wise? Comments on this, guys? It seems like the show never starts until Joe actually calls. Hot takes on this, Joe, or anybody else? 702-957-1037, watching the phone lines. And the Discord, I think I might have broke Discord, but if somebody wants to try that, we can try Discord if you want to hop on. Let's see. Okay, got some good stuff here. What are we doing? Looking through the thing in the chat. Okay, all right, so we'll keep on moving here. Phone number's up if you guys want to give us a call. And how about this one? This is reported by the New York Post, okay? And again, another most trusted source in propaganda news, because they all are. But here we go. Going to drop this in here, and we'll talk about this as we keep on motoring here. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I dare you to fully disclose. Exactly, says Larry. What's up? So here we go. New York Post reports this. Maybe you guys saw this headline. I thought that was pretty funny. Elon Musk says he won't take coronavirus vaccine. Calls Bill Gates a knucklehead. This is September 29th. Yeah. Woo. Here we go. 2 famous people scrapping. Getting into it. SpaceX founder Elon Musk stirred the pot yet again after claiming that neither he nor his family would take a COVID-19 vaccine, even if it was readily available. The 49-year-old billionaire dropped the bombshell during the Monday appearance on the New York Times opinion podcast Sway. Quote, "I'm not at risk. Neither are my kids," Musk told host Kara Swisher about the rationale behind his decision. During the bizarre exchange, the Tesla CEO decried the nationwide lockdown as a no-win situation that has diminished my faith in humanity. Musk previously called widespread quarantines unethical and de facto house arrest. Instead of the current sweeping measures, the Boring Company boss suggested a more targeted lockdown where anyone who is at risk be quarantined until the storm passes. Swisher criticized his suggestion, adding that humans could potentially die in the process. Everybody dies, quipped Musk. Everybody dies. Oh boy, here we go. And then, let's get to the part where he calls him an idiot. Or, yeah, even better. To emphasize the supposed ridiculousness of quarantines, Musk boasted that SpaceX didn't skip a day throughout the entire pandemic. SpaceX did not. We had a national security clearance because we were doing national security work, he said. We sent astronauts to the space station and back. Later on, the automotive mogul addressed Bill Gates' criticisms of his skepticism toward the coronavirus, which Musk called dumb in March. During a CBC interview, okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay, here we go. He continues, Gates said something about me not knowing what I was doing, Musk told Swisher. It's like, hey, knucklehead, we actually make the vaccine machines for CureVac, the company you're invested in. He was referring to the fact that Tesla manufactures equipment for the German biopharmaceutical firm CureVac. Anyway, there you go. Hey, knucklehead. There it is. What does Elon know that we don't know? Yeah, knucklehead. Joey says harsh words, knucklehead. There you go. That's the word of the night. Sean says, I had extraterrestrial and paranormal contact in upstate New York and Nevada my whole life. We the people are disclosure. The truth is out there. There you go. And like I said, if you guys have actually had contact or seen UFOs yourselves or whatever, right? Like maybe you know somebody really well that has, nobody's going to change your mind. Like it is what it is, right? We're not waiting for the government to tell us aliens exist or whatever, like we know what we know because we know it and that's it. Because you saw it, right? Let's see. Supervike says, DeLonge sure has a lot of insider contacts, but hasn't done anything but regurgitate same old. I agree, 100%. Penny says, based Musk, YouTube got you buffering, Mike. Yeah, they don't like what I'm saying. None of them like what I'm saying. But let me tell you, it's just, reading the news, thinking for myself. That's it, right? What's the big deal? What's so dangerous, right? This is your news, technocracy. You reported this shit. I'm just reading it, and then kind of telling you my thoughts. Anyway, what are your thoughts? This show's not about me. This show's about you. One more time, 702-957-1037. You click the Discord link, get on the show, and let me know what you think about this stuff. What do you want to do? What do you want to talk about? What's your hot take on Elon Musk calling Bill Gates a knucklehead on a podcast? Oh my goodness gracious. Or your take on Tom DeLonge or whatever it is, right? We've talked about tons of things. What about the guy with the tattoos and the black eyes? Would you like that guy to be your kindergarten teacher for your child? Any of that stuff? What do you think? I don't know. What else do we got? UFOs in Japan? You think they don't exist because they say they don't, or but they don't exist because we don't get the thing. We don't get them, right? We don't get reports. But now we're ordering you, if you see one, to report it, right? Yeah. Again, and they wonder why we're suspicious, right? They wonder why we're suspicious. Okay, here we go. We'll link in this. We're going to move on to the next one and keep on rolling here. Let's see. What do we got? We got this is reported by the BBC.com, another garbage source of news that's it's mostly propaganda, all propaganda all the time. U.S. man faces jail in Thailand over hotel review. Yeah, this is today, reported today. Yep, he was sued by a U.S. man is facing 2 years in jail in Thailand after posting negative reviews of a hotel he stayed in. All right. He was sued by the resort under the country's strict anti-defamation laws. Wesley Barnes, who works in Thailand, had posted several reviews on different platforms allegedly accusing the resort of modern-day slavery. The Seaview Resort, however, said the harsh criticism by the former guest was untrue and damaging to the hotel's reputation. The owner filed a complaint that the defendant had posted unfair reviews and, anyway, could see jail time. Yeah. All right, let's do it. We got a phone call. Like I said, the show doesn't really start until Joe calls, so let's go to Joe. Let's go to Joe in Florida. What's up, my man? Hold on. Yep, there it is. You should be on the show. Joe from Florida. What's up, my man? How are you doing tonight?
I'm out back enjoying the breeze.
Nice.
This is the cold front for the evening for Florida. It's probably like 85 degrees, but it is nice.
Nice.
I gotta get to work tomorrow, but I figured I'd call in.
Appreciate that.
For a minute. Nobody else is calling in.
They're scared, man.
I don't know. What do I think?
What do you think?
I did see that article on the DNA and the black hole, and it was pretty fucked up. But I've read that before, where people they'll publish a false article to probably get funding or get some kind of academic exposure, and the article turns out to be totally false. To me, it just sounds like getting clicks on a link on the internet. It's like you're trying to get some kind of peer-reviewed articles. But the headline's what got me. I read that article yesterday, and of course, if somebody sees the headline and says, "Oh, there's a black hole in the middle of the earth,"
Center of the earth.
It takes a little bit of reading of the article. I mean, we're all guilty of it. We're all guilty of shock and sensation, for crying out loud. I think it's what we talk about at least a little bit every week on the show, how the media is misleading for one reason or another. So that's my first thought on that. The jokes about socks and the aliens and everything else. But maybe there is a black hole. It's sucking our intelligence out.
that makes the most sense right there. I did watch the debates and I felt dumber after watching it. So, more dumber, dumber and dumberer. I don't know. I don't know.
God bless you, man. My mom was with us. She came out of the room, and she starts telling me about the debates. And she's like 75 years old, and all I could tell her was, "Mom, you realize people your age should not be working and shouldn't be in politics." And she's like, "I know, but oh my gosh, And I'm like, who do you want to drive the car? I've said this. Who do you want driving the car? Anybody here listening? Anybody listening to this show right now? I don't care if you lean to the right or you lean to the left, anybody that's listening to this show right now can do a better job than those two fucking asshats that are up there. Okay? That's it. It's that simple. And nothing's changed. So without getting too political, I saw the guy with the eyeballs, inked up and everything. And you know what? I used to teach Spanish, out of all things, in a Catholic school. Should have been a history teacher.
You speak
Maybe
Spanish?
I'd be accused of indoctrination. Maybe I should have been accused of indoctrination before I became a funeral director.
Nice.
But
Yeah, maybe. you're the
I
one
can tell
ruining
you this.
everybody. You're the one ruining the kids.
Well,
Wait, do you speak Spanish?
But you know what? Me hablo un poquito español, sí, pero, you know, cuando me
Yes.
toman mucho, y
Yes.
yo
Okay,
soy
all right.
borracho.
Okay.
Me
Yeah.
recuerdo. So what I
Mucho
tell everybody
borracho.
is, when I drink a little bit, I remember it. So, and I'm the only funeral director within a couple of locations that speak Spanish. And usually I should break the ice. I usually tell people that. I go, if I drink a little bit, my Spanish gets better. Usually the family gets a good chuckle out of it. What are you going to do? They got a guy that's dead.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true.
But
That's
anyway,
true.
yeah, so that's a whole other story. I used to teach in a Catholic school, but I separated my life. So while I used to DJ, and I still have, I think, a pretty interesting life of crazy shit that I do, I used to keep that from the kids. But I would tell the kids, hey, listen, you know, if we get through the lesson, Mr. Gambino will tell you a funny story from the club. And usually it was about actually not doing drugs or doing anything stupid or lyrics and music.
You weren't going to tell them what happened in the alley?
But here,
The drug dealers in the alley?
yeah, you know, drug dealers in the alley or finding cocaine in the bathroom after the club closed and, you know, shoving that shit up your nose, whatever.
Yeah,
But
no, yeah. It's you. You did it.
But but here's the thing. You know, I don't have any. You know, I've got a friend that was on Ink Masters. He's a pretty, you know, I guess he was famous for Ink Masters, tattoo artist, all that stuff. I know a little bit of everybody from every crowd. You partition things. That guy there. When I saw that article, actually, I'm glad you read it because I didn't know it was in France. I thought it was here. And the minute I see it, I'm like, here we go, fucking Antifa. This is what they want our kids to learn. You know, I have a limit. Okay? I have a limit to the shit that I can tolerate. I have a limit to the shit that my kids are going to see. If some trans, you know, forgive me for saying, there's a place for that. You know, if a transvestite wants to come read to my kids in class, that's going to be a fucking no-no. That's where I draw the line. You know, there's decency. There's a place for that. You know, I might go to a club on the weekend. Obviously, they're closed now. But I don't bring that shit home to my kids. You know, if I go to work and I don't shave for 2 days, I get shit at work. Families expect, there's an expectation when you come through the door. And there should be an expectation for teachers, you know, in certain jobs. You know what I mean? So
yeah. So okay. So you're saying if you, that guy you took your kid to school and that dude was the kindergarten teacher, you'd be like, hell no, this is not happening.
Yeah, I'd be like, dude, you know, don't teach him at college, where maybe the kid, maybe everybody's adult, you know, an adult, and they know how to make decisions. I'll give you an example. Here's a funny example. Maybe when I was 8 or 9 years old, you know, my dad had everybody, you know, I still got a Playboy collection, so you know, the proverbial porn collection before the internet. My dad had a deck of playing cards with some curvy ass natural chicks from the 70s.
The dirty playing cards.
There you go, but that might have influenced, you know what I mean? That might have been, you know, I'm like a boo man, right? So you get older and you think to yourself, well, maybe that influences you. You know what I mean? Maybe that influences you in somehow. So maybe there's one kid that sees that shit and goes, oh, fuck, he's the devil. And then some kid's like, hey, maybe when I'm 13 years old, I'm going to sneak out of the house and I'm going to go get tatted up.
I'm going to pledge my life to the Slender Man. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, who knows, man? Yeah, who knows?
You know, I mean, and then here's the scary thing, though. You know, we know that people are impressionable. I mean, all of us are to some extent. Tide Pod Challenge, all of this bullshit. But then look at the adults. We can make fun of QAnon. We can make fun of flat earthers. We can make fun of ourselves. How influenced are we throughout life? You know, at least the people here listening to the show and the fact that you're pulling up articles, the fact that we maybe read the articles or you read them to us like a nice bedtime story. The thing is at least we're doing more than maybe 98% of the population. You know, that old article about the conspiracy theorists, I just read the headline on that. And I'm like, you know, fuck that shit. That's just because they want you to, like you said, toe the line. And everybody else here that's listening, most of the time, we're preaching to ourselves, we're preaching to the choir. You know.
Well, hopefully, the goal is hopefully instead we get somebody that hears this and maybe kind of wakes up. You know, it's like maybe a splash of cold water on you where you're like, wow, maybe, yeah. Like you hadn't really noticed that shit's just literally upside down and sideways, you know, because they're telling us it's okay. Like we're in the burning room and they're like, everything's fine. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, and here's the thing. No, it's I don't want to forget my thought because I'm like, I got to get to bed. But anyway, I had the argument tonight. I was up on Facebook, and I'll argue politics. I'll go on a riff, or I'll just put some stupid ass memes and poke fun at shit. But it would be a good time. And there's a couple of things, and I'll leave you with that. There's a little COVID thing I want to mention to you that's going on in Pinellas County. I'll just say it, but I'll get back to that before I leave. I just basically posted, whatever the outcome is after the election, right after the election, it would be a good time for a third party, and even more parties. I mean, I've been having this argument with a buddy of mine that, we both finished college together, and we keep in touch. He's gone on a religious bent. I'm more on the science side. He's like converted, which kind of scares me, but he speaks with some wisdom, depending on your beliefs, and I got to respect that. And that's one big thing that we don't have in both parties is respect. So we have this little, discord, argument, debate, and I'm thinking to myself, it'd be nice if right after the election, there's a third-party platform, at least a third party, and they would have at least 3 years to collect enough money that in the last year before the next election, God, we make it that far, that we would be able to reach a certain age or population of the voters with enough money from the public, not from private interests and private groups and corporations and sponsors, like a fucking NASCAR race, filled with people from other countries. If it came from the American citizens and the American money, and a platform could be made, maybe a third party could come in and break that Hegelian dialect that you mentioned months ago. Break that and make a big splash and be an actual real disruptor with American money, not foreign interests, not money from China, Russia, Israel, Syria. You can go on and on. We can argue that back and forth. They all take money. They all take money. Moscow Mitch, his wife's Chinese. I don't think she owns a bunch of Panda Express restaurants here.
Nope.
Nope. Your money.
That money's from
in secrets, but
it's from shipping. She's in league with the CCP with shipping. They're making millions from shipping. Look into it. I'm telling you, Mitch McConnell. Check it out.
And then another thing that's so there's that. I'm gonna get off because I know some people can't stand my voice.
No, you're good, man.
Whatever.
Your voice is the best.
And then I'm thinking, I got a face for radio. I don't know. So and here's another interesting thing. Probably about 2 months ago, I think I mentioned it on the show. The Pinellas, and I'm just going to say it, I don't give a fuck. Pinellas County medical examiner called. They were calling the funeral homes in Pinellas County. And the woman tells me, you guys are going to get a letter from Miami. And it's going to be saying that we are not going to be putting or investigating COVID deaths. She goes, however, that's false. Pinellas County will still be investigating them and maybe putting that down on the death certificate. So I asked her, I said, hey, is this politically motivated? And she said, I can't. She didn't say it. It was basically, I can neither confirm nor deny that. That's what I got told. Okay. So, and then I talked to another friend of mine who's actually, I wish I could get him on the show. Pretty smart guy, done a lot of shit. He basically tells me, he goes, the virus is going to go away because they're going to see a suppression in the numbers. Now, here's the thing. He was telling me that probably 2 or 3 weeks before they were coming out with the CDC, all the numbers were skewed. It was misinformation. And every day, we get bombarded with that bullshit.
Yep.
Okay.
Every day.
So last week, governor decides to open up the state. Hey, that's fine. You know what? I can't have too much of an opinion on it because I started taking my own risk. I started playing ice hockey. Clubs are closed. I go to work. I come home with kids. I'm going to kill something. So I threw on my skates. I went and played hockey, got out, no mask. I limit my exposure. I get to the locker room, don't shower, nothing, get changed and go home. and then I mark it. So, you got to take a risk. It's everything's at your own risk. But today, I had one of the hospitals call this morning. That hospital, I'm not going to name in case anybody lives in Florida. And they just called me again tonight. And they said that their morgue is full. Didn't give me the details, but their morgue is full.
Really?
Yes. And that's kind of rare. I mean, some hospitals that we contract with don't even have a morgue. So when somebody dies, sometimes they default to our funeral home. That's just a local understanding we have. But there is a hospital here that I heard it earlier today. Hey, our morgue is full. Tonight I'm on call. I called the nurse. In fact, here's another funny story. But before I called you, but I called the wrong number, and some lady picked it up and I hung up on her. So she's probably like, "Who's fucking calling me from Florida?" But the hospital called and they had 2 deaths. I got to pick them up back to back. Not me, but my guys. And she said the morgue's full. She goes, "Can you come quickly because my morgue is full?" And I'm thinking to myself, I'm one funeral home out of maybe 25 or 30 in the county. And all of my other friends that are funeral directors have been busy and busier than usual.
Holy
I
shit.
told you this a while back. Yeah. But here's the thing. I don't check the death certificates because I just don't. I'm like, whatever, dead, pay me.
Dead is dead.
Best I can.
Dead is dead.
Dead is dead.
Yeah.
I'm pissed off at the governor because if I can't take my fucking vacation time because we're going to be busy, I won't know. At the beginning of this, at the beginning in March, I looked at death certificates. Was it coming in COVID? Yes, there were. Were some people 85 years old and we're probably going to kick off 6 months later? Yes, they were. Okay? But all of the game with the numbers harkens back to one thing that we all noticed on the show. 21 million cell phones in China went blank. And even though I've researched it, I never came to my own conclusion. I never got a straight answer to the things that I read. The only thing that I could come to my own conclusion is maybe they scrambled 21 million cell phones in China because maybe 1 million people actually died and they hid the numbers. And we're kind of doing something akin to that.
Yeah, cooking the books, right? Cooking the books and the death totals and the reasons and and again, right? There's no conspiracy here. There's no conspiracies. It's the figment of a delusional mind. What are you doing, Joe? What's wrong with you?
And that's the thing. I mean, everybody on the show, we all have to come from our own perspectives. I mean, my wife works in a nursing home. So obviously she saw 35 of her residents in a matter of a week gone. So from that perspective, was that shit real? Yeah, it was shit. That shit was real.
Yeah.
But if you don't live in a retirement state, you might not see it as bad. We've got a young population and we've got a retired population. But then the offset is I can go to the beach. It's hot. He kills it. Buddy of mine's a doctor. Some of his doctors caught it. He's been in the middle of it. He's taking precautions and has not caught it. My wife, somebody last week, because they were letting people in nursing homes, even though they had to be masked, she got called back to work. They had to do the 15-minute test. Negative again, because somebody in the nursing home caught it. And they don't know how she caught it because she was in isolation. So
yeah, it's happening
people
too.
bring it from the outside. It's happening. It's very real. Do we have to open up? Yeah, again, but you gotta take your risk, and that's different for everybody. That's totally different for everybody. It took me a while to get back on the ice. The club that they've opened up all the clubs, but the particular club that I go to, they're taking an extra 3 weeks. And the reason why they're doing that is because there's a 14-day incubation period. Last night, Tampa Bay won the Stanley Cup. Everybody was at the stadium. Nobody was wearing a mask. They had it unused. Nobody was wearing a mask. And when I see that many people wearing a mask, even to myself, I have to say, is it a hoax?
That's a question. That's a question. Or for the thing that whatever's counting every word and every thought we have, the thought police, that was a question. He had a question. He just asked a question. There was no accusation there. Don't take us down from the internet,
It's a hoax.
please.
No, well, because the news, hey, the news is reporting it. You got to say the news is reporting all of this shit. And then next thing you know, the broadcaster's in the middle of Tampa Bay celebrating the Cup. She doesn't have a mask on. Nobody's got a fucking mask on. It's like all of a sudden, okay, let's just switch the safety switch and the paranoia off and have a celebration. I mean, it made you wonder. I mean, if I was a news reporter, I'd be like, yeah, here we are. Nobody's got a fucking mask on. Well, whatever. But anyway, I will leave you guys at that. I'm probably going to get some sleep. I will try to listen to the rest of the show some more at work while nobody thinks I'm crazy.
It's too late for that, man. It's way too late for that.
Oh, man, you're going to see the looks of my employees that come walking by. A friend of mine, she posted something about the Rugrats, and I'm like, I think there's a Rugrat conspiracy theory. And she just starts laughing. But,
There probably is.
Just because I'm like, you know what, though? We can't take it seriously. Anybody here listening can't go out like we're Bible thumpers. We just can't take ourselves seriously. We just got to question it and not end up in a straitjacket. That's the object. Don't end up in a fucking straitjacket.
There you go.
That's it.
There you go.
Man.
Stay
All right,
safe,
guys.
my man.
Anyway, good night, everybody.
Thanks for the
safe
call.
around the world, whoever's
Stay
listening.
safe. Yep.
All
Prayers,
right. Good night.
frequencies, vibrations. Have a great night, man. Thanks for the call. There you go. There's that, and that's Joe from Florida. And this is the thing, right? So Joe from Florida, as many of you know, he's a funeral director, and so he's a good source of information. He works in Florida, and so he's a good source of information, just like you heard. Like the hospital called him and said, "Oh, by the way, our morgue is full." Right? So something's happening. Something's going on, right? And whatever it's going to be, is it the COVID thing? Is it not the COVID thing? Who the hell knows, right? Because they're cooking the books. They're like, if you classify it as a COVID death, you get federal money, and like all this is real. If you want to call it a conspiracy, fine, look it up. That shit is real. And so what's really going on here? What's really happening? You see people say that it's, anyway, I'm not going to get into it. It'll probably get us taken down, but just the point is that it's good to have sources on the ground that are connected to communities that can tell you kind of what's going on in the community, and you don't have to rely on the news. So, because and that's why we do it live. That's why we share the information. That's why I bring you a lot of news from Las Vegas, in case you see some stuff that didn't really get out there that maybe needs to, or maybe you thought it was fake news or whatever. That's why we do it. It's what we talk about. There we go. And just like that, you can be on the show. If you want to call, 702-957-1037. You can click the Discord link. I saw somebody just join the Discord there a second ago. Welcome to the Discord. Who is that? Richard, I see you there. Okay, so there it is. We got another story or two, and then we'll get to the topic tonight, which is going to be, like I said, this is Project Coelacanth. Hold on, let me get you the full name. This is Project Coelacanth 6657. No. Project Coelacanth 8867. If you guys want to Google this, or you guys want to follow along, I'll have the links per usual. I'll always post the sources. You know me. But this is what we're going to talk about. So this is a sort of a secret space program, right? Some sort of a alien something or others. Some people have claimed it's a hoax or an art project or some other things, but we're going to look at some videos and the rest of this. And Project Coelacanth 8867 is what we're going to talk about in just a minute here, and we'll get to that. We will get to that shortly. A few more minutes here before we get to that actual topic. Let's read some comments, and then we'll get to the rest of this. Some good stuff here. Let's see. Brett says, I'm glad people like us are willing to sift through the garbage for some relevance of truth. I want to know how we combat this garbage news when it gets too compact for us objective minds. And I think you're right. I think that's the problem, right? Like it's all propaganda all the time. I think eventually you become a product of the environment, and the environment is garbage, right? So we become garbage people, and not based on just the education system, based on the media that lies to us constantly, that's trying to spin things and get clicks and leave out pertinent information and fool us to vote this or vote that. If you didn't see the debates, I encourage you to go watch that shit. And if you don't punch yourself in the face after 5 minutes, I definitely envy you because I've got a couple bruises. I almost gave myself a bloody nose. It was bad. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Somebody says here, let's see. William says Joe should have a few minutes of the segment on the show complete with jingles. I agree. I'll make Joe an intro music. How about that? I'll do that. I'll do that. Derek says, stay on, Joe. He lives in Florida. He's East Coast, so it's super late. He's got to get up in the morning. Let's see. Mateo, another party currently needs 5% of the vote to play in the big game. Yeah. I think that's the thing. So Joe's right, with, I don't know. I mean, like a third or a fourth or a fifth. I mean, don't they have like 20 parties in like the UK? And that's still just a shit show of gridlock and bullshit too. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's infiltrated by money and, I just don't think that, more parties will make a difference. Excuse me, when they let the money run it all, because they'll just run out the small parties and then they'll just it'll be business as usual. We'll just have different labels for the new whatever the thing is. It's just dumb. Brett says, I love this caller, ice hockey player myself. Sounds like a good soul. Keep being objective. Yeah, Joe. If you don't know Joe, there's Joe. He says, if you ever come to Florida, Clearwater, you can skate with the drunken clamors. There you go. There you go. There's the hockey fans. Okay, let's see. Ronald, what's up? Says I have a video that was sent to me on Facebook Messenger that allegedly shows Bill Gates in a presentation about how religious fanaticism can be manipulated with the use of viruses. I haven't seen that one myself, but so much fake stuff going around, it's hard to say. I don't know. If you want to send that to me, I can take a look and tell you what I think. But again, I'm not the arbiter of truth, blah, blah, so on and so forth. Luke says, Werner von Braun said before his death, there was a clear plan in place for this country. First, the arms race with Russia, or the former Soviet Union. Second, terrorists home and abroad. Third, an alien threat or invasion. I think that came from his daughter, right? Werner von Braun's daughter. I think that's where I heard that too. Let's see. What else do we got? Robert says Trump has been disrespected from day one. Blah, blah. He has to fight. Yep. Political stuff. I mean, like rule of the night. If you're going to bring up any candidate, make sure you shit on them both just so we can all have a chuckle. Let's see. What else do we got? We got, let's see. Penny says they're paying care homes to take old folks back from the hospital for £1,000 who are infected with COVID, £1,000 British sterling. And yeah, what's up, Ahiga? I see you there. Thanks for showing up. Let's see. Who else? Let's see. Who did I miss? Eli, what's up? Netflix and chill. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Let's see. Cobra Kai. Yep, Cobra Kai is good. Check it out. Netflix. Let's see. Red Pill 78 on YouTube says Ahiga. Let's see. So on and so forth. Okay. All right. So this is the thing, right? A couple more things. If you guys want to be part of the show, 702-957-1037. Go ahead and give us a call. Las Vegas area code. If you don't like the long distance there, Discord is free. If you have an internet connection, click the Discord link and then join the Discord. You can find both the phone number and the Discord link at troubledminds.org. And then let's do the rest of this. Yeah. Yes. Werner von Braun did invent I think it's the Saturn II rocket, I believe is what it was called. There we go. I think so. Okay. Biden hits like a girl. That's a pretty weak, pretty weak insult. That's a weak insult, Robert. You can do better than that. Okay, here we go. We had the U.S. man faces jail in Thailand over the hotel review. Let's go to, let's see, what else do we got?
Let's bring in Corey Lewandowski and David Bossie.
Wait, sorry. Wait, damn it. Shut up. Stop. Autoplay. I hate that. Okay, let's see. No, that's regarding the debate. Not going to talk about that. Let's see. What do we got here? Let's see. So much good stuff to talk about. We got SpaceX's Starlink satellites. No, how about this one? This is a CNN traveled. I thought this was pretty good. Hey, if you think there's no conspiracy afoot, well, I got news for you. Check this out. Check this out. Oh boy. Yeah. If this isn't a conspiracy, nothing is, guys. Here it is. It's reported by CNN.com. Parrots in wildlife park moved after swearing at visitors. There it is. I'm telling you, it's a parrot conspiracy. The foul-mouthed birds were split up after they launched a number of different expletives at visitors and staff just days after being donated to Lincolnshire Wildlife Park in eastern England. It just went ballistic. They were all swearing. The venue's chief executive, Steve Nichols, told CNN Travel on Tuesday, "We were a little concerned about the children." What's it say? I get called a fat, I guess, twat. T something star T, like a fat twat every time I walk past. Nichols complained. The African gray parrots named Eric, Jade, Elise, Tyson, and Billy were given to the park from 5 different owners within the same week and shared a quarantining facility together before being placed on display. But staff immediately noticed that the birds shared a propensity to fly off the handle. There it is. There's your conspiracy, guys. We talked about crows being conscious last week or last show. Well, the real truth is this. The parrots know what we are, and they're going to tell us. That's the truth. That's the truth of the matter. I thought that was pretty funny, so we talk about that real fast. Let's see, what else do we got? Oh, here's another one. Remember I was talking about the cyber attacks? Here, this is Las Vegas again. Check this out. This is a little bit crazy. And so not only is it crazy that this happening to schools, right? Look what else is happening out here. Well, this is a little bit nuts, and this is why I wanted to bring it up, because it seems to be a pattern, right? We have this reported by news3lv.com. Las Vegas Valley hospitals hit with system attacks. Okay, so day 2 and computers at 6 hospitals in the valley are still down. Experts say it may be part of one of the largest medical cyber attacks in U.S. history. All right, what the hell's going on here? Computers at hospitals owned by Universal Health Services have failed across the country. The hospitals in the valley include Centennial Hills, Spring Valley, and Sutherland. That won't mean a lot to many of you, but there's 3 different areas of the valley here. Doctors and nurses have to file everything manually. In a statement, the company says no patient or employee data appears to have been compromised, and they're calling it an IT issue instead of a cyber attack. Yeah. Okay, so you like that. So, and again, now I have to point this out. Look at the PR departments, okay? Like, the PR is just straight lies, okay? In a statement, the company says no patient or employee data appears to have been compromised. But if they've literally, like, locked down the computers, of course it's compromised. Like, it's an IT issue. Anyway, this is what I'm saying. You guys know what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Nothing new, blah, blah, so on and so forth. I tell you what. Stephen, what do you guys think about different dimensions? That's a good question. If you want to talk about different dimensions, give me a call. We can talk about that. 702-957-1037, or the parrots will curse at you. That's an inside joke from the article 2 articles ago. But yeah, so cyber attacks. Like I said, this is the new normal. This is the new hustle, right? People lose their jobs. They just buy some backdoor spyware, infect a hospital, and bam, you get paid. It's as simple as that. It's not funny because, right? 'Cause I'm laughing. Remember when I laugh, it's morbid laughing. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. What's up, Paul? I see you there. Penny says the care home thing is factual. The government's had to admit it. Yeah, I think this is crazy. This is crazy stuff. Again, like, the world we live in is upside down. All the stuff seems to be insane, nutter butter stuff. And then, it's literally conspiracy after conspiracy, layered. And you just read the news. And if you can't spot it, I don't know what to tell you. We'll listen to the show more, and I'll point it out time and again. Conspiracy after conspiracy after conspiracy, one way or the other. And sometimes we'll just have a funny one, like the parrots swearing at people. You fat twat. Yeah, there you go. Okay, what else do we got? Penny says conspiracy is the new normal. There it is. I think maybe that's it. I think maybe that's the angle here, isn't it? Okay, so we're done with the first half. We're gonna get back and we're gonna talk about that Coelacanth, Project Coelacanth, 8867, I believe it is, and we will look at some videos and talk about how maybe there's a secret space program, and maybe this is leaks from it, or maybe this is some sort of hoax. If you guys haven't heard of this, it happened about 8 months ago, blah, blah. We're going to get into this, and we'll talk about it. But for right now, go top off your drink, go hit the restroom. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and then we'll be back, and we'll talk about Project Coelacanth. And there you go. If you haven't joined the Discord, please do that. troubleminds.org. Click the Discord link. And, yeah. It's so funny. It's not funny. All right, here we go. 2 minutes. Get a drink, hit the restroom, meet you back for Project Coelacanth in 2 minutes starting now.
Are you enjoying the conversation? Do you like talking about all things aliens, conspiracy, and paranormal? Well, if so, thank you. And also, we need your help. As you are probably aware, the technocracy, the government, major corporations, And anybody with a ton of money needs to control the narrative, otherwise they cannot control your mind. And as a result, free speech, independent thought has become the devil, the opposition. And of course, anybody that knows anything realizes that notion is absurd. The individual decides what they want for themselves, not from the collective. And pay attention to the media and ask yourself, which are they telling you to prefer? Now, I ask for help. The way you can help this conversation continue is by spreading the word. And it's really easy. You can spend just a few seconds of your time. Go to troubledminds.org, that's the official website, and find the iTunes link and leave us a review. If you enjoy the conversation, that is the best way you can give back to Troubled Minds and the community that we've worked so hard to build together. Otherwise, the technocracy will continue to stamp us into the ground. They will continue to shadow ban the words we say and the thoughts we think, and this will never end.
I tell you what, it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. The thought police. Yeah, etc., so on and so forth. Welcome back. As we start this, you're listening to Troubled Minds. I'm your host, Michael Strange. We're going to talk about Project Coelacanth 8867, and the story starts like this. I'm going to link this, and we'll get into this. If you're not back yet, don't worry. We'll ease into this, and you can catch up in just a sec. No sweat, no problem. All right, so this is this was from Reddit, is where this first came from, I believe. This is where the first place I saw it, and it was about 8 months ago, I believe. It was something like that, and let's see. I'm gonna drop this in here. Let's see. Yeah, I see there, don't you? That's funny. Let's see. Okay. Here is the link. Here's the Reddit link, and here's the story. Actually, hold on. Is this the story? Let's see. Yep. Here comes the. Okay. Unnamed. Nope. That's not it. Wrong one. Okay. Anyway, here we go. We'll start with this. This is a universal. What is it? Universal allegolithus wix site. I don't know. Anyway, here you go. I don't know. But, just a hint, guys. When you make a website, don't make it like so long that you can't. Universal Lighthouse. I don't know. Anyway, Universal Lighthouse, I guess. Okay, here we go. I linked it. You guys check it out. Now, here's the thing, right? So, this the way this started is they supposedly said a USB drive found in Berlin with photos and videos that could prove space exploration and an ET hierarchy. Okay. Now, there's tons of photos and videos on this page, but there's the important part here is the actual post that came off of Reddit. Now, this is a copy and paste of that, but here's the brief. A person by the name of Quisto, Q-U-I-S-T-O, who lives in a small village close to Berlin, Germany, claims to have found a USB drive that could change everything we thought we knew about our history, space, extraterrestrials, and the whole order of the universe. The collection has 1,800 files altogether. Below are just a few of those amazing files. If you guys haven't heard this, like I said, it's a little bit old. I almost did this one about 6 months ago, and I don't know. I was bored with it. I think I was irritated. I think, anyway, I figure it's a good night to do it. Here we go. So this is the post by this individual named Quisto, Q-U-I-S-T-O, however you say that. Okay, and this was the post from Reddit. It starts like this. To make a quite long story short, I found a USB stick on a parking lot near the so-called Steintor a few hours ago. I guess that's a place in Germany. Never been there. I don't know. I didn't think much when I just saw it and put it into my pocket. There was nothing more at the parking lot, just a silver Toshiba USB stick. It had a strange symbol carved into it. Later today, I put it into my laptop. First, I had trouble opening it because the laptop said it is corrupted, and I'm not computer savvy. Anyway, I found lots of files. I have no idea what they mean. But here comes the interesting part. Among the unnamed files, there were quite many images and videos of what seems like planets and space-related stuff. They all seem old, from the 1900s. The videos kind of shocked me, as some of them show what seems like alien UFOs. I watched lots of sci-fi movies to know what they look like. LOL. Again, this is a Reddit post, so that's hence the LOLs. It continues. I don't know the story behind the USB stick and who possessed it, but I decided to share this with you. Some images seem to show surface close-ups of planets. A friend of mine said the stick contains old Voyager satellite recordings and files that are not supposed to be public, as he never saw anything like that. He's a space dude, he says. Okay. Hopefully not a space brother, like a space dude. Anyway, I will look more into the files now and keep you up to date. Once I figure out how to upload, I will show you the images. Maybe some of what you know is shown on the pictures and videos. And then you got the source here. So, okay. So for instance, now this was again, this is how it starts, right? This is how a mythology is built. So this is actually November 12th, 2019 when this was posted. So maybe the end of last year. So probably maybe 10 months now. So something like that. Anyway, so basically here's the thing. This is, like I said, this is how a mythology starts. Is this somebody kind of setting the hook for a prank? We'll look at some of the photographs they have here. We'll look at some of the videos. There's actually some videos that they have of like UFOs flying around and all kinds of weird stuff, right? So we'll look at this, and you guys can make up your own mind. As always, make up your own mind. Don't listen to me. I'm just a knucklehead on the internet. I don't really know what I'm talking about, other than just throwing things out there. Okay, so don't take anything I say as fact. There are no facts here. Okay, there are only questions, and then the questions are for you to answer, not me. So with all of that said, there's some crazy stuff here. All right, let's just go straight to the YouTube page real fast, and let's go to here. This is the real Jupiter, they say. So I'm gonna just put this on loop, and we can watch this as it goes. It's a 4-second clip, and so this is supposedly a video that came off of this little Toshiba USB drive that was found randomly in Germany, he says. And so this is just one, right? So it seems to have like this kind of crappy sort of like old projector effect, right? It's kind of got like glitches in the it's almost like a crappy video editor would do, trying to replicate like an old film. That's what I see. But there's a planet here, right? This seems to be some sort of space. If you look up on the top left side of this as it rolls, there's like some sort of flashing light in the sky that appears to be some sort of craft or UFO that's flying into this planet. So it says this is Jupiter. This is a real, actual shot of Jupiter, so this says, okay? So there we go. I'll leave this playing for just a sec as we talk about this, so you guys can check it out. I'm going to link the video itself, and you guys can have a look, and there we go. So let's drop this on there. There we go. Okay. Let's catch up on some chat. There's the actual video itself. You guys want to check it out. So that what you see there in the little window now is exactly what we're looking at. It's a 4-second thing, and it's supposedly, again, from a secret space program, right? So they're trying to say that this is an old footage. Okay, based on the look, it's black and white. You get the the crappy grainy sort of film, like this was taken a long time ago, right? A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, right? That going on, that type of thing going on. Yeah. So let's see. Some good comments here. Okay, so now this is the start, right? So you see, there's a UFO in there. There's definitely a UFO kind of flying on the top left of this. The notable thing is it's only a 4-second clip. Okay, so it ends up being fake, not fake. I don't know. You tell me. What do you think? Does that look like a real planet? It seems like these two, whatever these things are the moon and the object are flying. They're kind of sticking together. I don't know. It almost seems like bad special effects, maybe. I don't know. Right. So do you think this has a chance of being real? I guess that's the question here, and why we should be why we're talking about this actually. So there we go. There's one. Okay, there's the first one. Now these get more and more interesting and elaborate, right? So it doesn't. That's just one. That's just one example. It's 4 seconds. Here we go. So let's see. There's the story. So it continues, right? So they found the jump drive in the parking lot in Germany. He was able to get the information off of it, and it continues here. We do not know anything about the contents we are about to show you other than they are being uploaded under the title Project Coelacanth 8867. Please use discernment, but keep an open mind. If this is a hoax, it is a very big one. It would take thousands and thousands of hours to create this. So says this individual on universallighthouse.wixsite.com. What's up? Short URLs for the win. Okay, so the first thing I want to look at this image, the extraterrestrial hierarchy. So we'll get to that in a second. Let's just watch more of these videos. I think these videos are crazy, like crazy interesting. Maybe I think that's probably a good way to put it. So here we go. Here's clip 12 of the Earth. So this is one of the Earth, and I'm going to just loop this, and we can watch this do its thing. And so again, found in Germany on some sort of jump drive, and this seems to be old footage of, I don't know, what would you call that? Is that the Black Knight satellite out there? Is that some sort of spacecraft flying into the atmosphere on Earth? Part of this is in color, part of it's in black and white. Again, it's got kind of that shitty flickering image sort of stuff going on. I don't know. Again, right? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. How legit does this look? Does it look phony to you? Does it look not phony to you? All right. Again, for you to make up your own mind. So here we go. There's two. Here's the third one. This is clip 4, Distant Lights. This one's an 8-second clip. And so it almost anyway, whatever. What do you guys think that what was going on with this? And do you think so far this is a compelling thing, or do you think this is some sort of hoax or art project, or what actually is this? Has anybody out there heard of Project Coelacanth 8867? I think that's probably a good way to put it. I got some good comments here. Steven says, was in there just a new shot of the moon with the cluster of UFOs? Yeah, it seems like it, right? That's what that first one was. Joe says, how can we be in a spaceship in shitty cameras? Where's my goddamn 4K? Yeah, right. That's a hell of a point there, right? Brett says, I believe we have extraterrestrial factions, and they may even have a treaty to not interfere with us. We'll get to that. So actually, there's some actual takes on this where they have maybe a alien hierarchy or something. Don't just says, I have seen more complicated images of butt plugs on Google Maps. Yeah, right. Exactly. So is this phony? You tell me. Let's see. Eddie says, Eddie LV says, fishy. I want to believe it. Fishy. Can't access a USB, but can access a USB, but can't upload the photos. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of holes in the story here. And I'll continue with the story. So it ends up turning into some other things as well. So we'll watch some of these videos and then talk about it. Fred says, doesn't look like Jupiter, that first one. Supervike says, not too convincing, right? So far not so good, right? It's almost like my background here of like the fake planets is probably more convincing and compelling than these black and whites, right? Yeah, something there. Eddie says, that looks like a legit older film, kind of confirm the age of the film. And yeah, it was in digital format. So yeah, I mean, this is again, yeah, I don't know. This is what we're told. This is the story we have. This is what we're going with. So we're gonna do that. There we go. This is Distant Lights. Now here's where it starts to get a little bit like WTF going on. All right, this is a supposedly a clip of a moon battle, like an actual battle on the moon here. Okay, let's make this full screen. So if you look closely as this thing loops, so there's like two craft on the bottom part of the screen, and they're moving toward the middle of the screen here. And on the top of the screen, there appears to be another craft shaped differently, and there appears to be some sort of like maybe they're shooting at each other like lights, like the proton torpedoes from like Star Trek, or, right? Something like this, like something you would expect to see in like a science fiction thing. So, but again, black and white, kind of the grainy old photo type look, like they had like some shitty old projector from like 1950 or something, right? I don't know, right? Again, like if this is a hoax, this one looks pretty good, right? This looks a little bit better, but I'm kind of with Joe, right? So we're in spaceships somehow, but we're able to be in space with these things above the moon as they're fighting with each other, but somehow we can't get like a high definition clip of this. Okay. So anyway, there we go. I'll link the entire page and you guys can check it out. But what do you think about this one? Now we have not just maybe Jupiter and the moon here. We have actual like craft that appear to be fighting kind of above the moon here, above a shot on the moon. So Is this like NASA footage that's been doctored and put this stuff in it, or has it been undoctored after NASA doctored it? Who knows? Let's see. What else do we got? Don't just says tall whites are fighting short blacks in space. Okay, a funny guy. I think you're being a funny guy. This guy's the jokes. Apparently, aliens are the. Let's stop it. This is really the Space Force, China versus America Space Force, right? Maybe you guys with the jokes. So anyway, this is what is this? Is this real? I don't know. Like again, like there's some things that don't add up, right? They don't really pass the smell test to me. That if you're in space, why don't you have color footage for one? Okay, you're in a damn spaceship for crying out loud. Just like Joe said, where's my 4K? Even if this was taken a long ass time ago, like, as they say that this is probably old footage, right? Just making something kind of crappy and black and white doesn't mean it's old footage. We're talking about UFOs here, right? And you're in space taking this. So yeah. Anyway, okay, there we go. So there's that one. Let me link this. Actually, I'm going to just link the entire thing. You guys can blow through them real fast if you want. Here's the actual page itself. Project Coelacanth 8867. I'm linking this, and you guys can have a look and see and look at the videos yourselves and see full screen if you think it's a bunch of BS or whatever. So here we go. This is where this information is found. Okay, so let's look at a couple more, and then we'll keep on moving here. Let's see. So that's the moon there. Here's the clip of the attack on Io, right? So this is I don't know, what the hell is this? Yeah, you tell me. So it appears to be some sort of, again, like it zooms in. There's a larger planet. Maybe Io is the moon of Jupiter, I believe. So you see the big spot on Jupiter on the right side. There's like some sort of there's a moon there, and there's craft flying around as this thing zooms in, right? So it kind of looks like it's moving in toward like an actual battle that's happening around this moon. You have at least two craft that I can see. There's more real small ones flying around. I don't know if that's supposed to be smaller type of alien craft, or if this is like the secret space force, like somebody said, like the secret space program from a long time ago. Who the hell knows, right? Or if it's, again, just phony art project type hoax stuff. Who knows? But okay, so here we go. I'll let it play for just a sec. So as of this moment, what do you guys think so far? Based on the story, based on the jump drive they found in Germany on the ground, just some random on the internet, and who they haven't really tracked down. His name was what was his name? Quito. But okay, so he left it. He finally got the images, uploaded them. So it's not just videos; there's images as well. We'll look at some of the images also. And some of these images are a little more scary than this. This seems to be, like, okay, we see some space fighting going on, right? But what do you guys think so far? If you have comments on this, first question: have you heard of this? Is this brand new? Am I bringing this to you for the first time? If you have heard of this, what do you think? Was this written off as a hoax, or what do you think of the footage? And those are the other questions. What do you think of this? What's your first opinion on this? Does it seem like a bunch of BS, or whatever else? So do call 702-957-1037. Click the Discord link and let me know what you think. This is troubleminds.org. You can find the Discord link there. And I don't know. So far, so good, I think. We take a hefty drinking of the maybe juice on this show. Like we coined that. What's up, Ash? Thanks for showing up, man. I think Ash is there. Yep. Yeah. Hello, human. Hello, reptilian from Mars. We need your expert opinion on this. Are these actual alien craft there, Ash, or is this some other thing? Larry says, was the op Coelacanth a reference to life forms that were thought to be extinct and yet are still living? Oh yeah, Coelacanth. Yeah, exactly. It's Coelacanth. That's exactly what it is. So Coelacanth was actually that old prehistoric fish, right? They thought were extinct, and then they drummed up off a boat somewhere in like the 30s or the 40s or something. It was a long time ago, but they actually caught this extinct fish. So it is a Coelacanth. Yes, that's Project Coelacanth 8867, I believe is what it was called. So yeah, I mean, it is named after that extinct fish that is now no longer extinct because they found them, right? So yeah, that's definitely it. Joe says those two ships that are together look like they drift. And Brett says Neil Armstrong did mention a monolith on one of the moons, Saturn or Jupiter. So this is the thing, right? So secret space programs, is this a possibility, or is this just a bunch of BS? Some other good comments. Let's see. Fred says looks cool. Superbike says Io is a moon of Jupiter. Yep, that is correct. Thank you. Let's see. Noble says, who's zooming the camera in? It's a little suspicious. Yeah, let's go back to that. I agree. It's almost like there's a craft. So you're supposedly supposed to be in some sort of other spaceship, clearly, right? Because you couldn't just be floating in space with a camera, right? That doesn't make any sense. So this would supposedly be in some other spacecraft as it moves in to whatever's going on at this moon of Io, or moon of Jupiter Io, right? So again, is this footage taken from NASA and doctored to look, spacey and modern with well, not modern, but spaceships. Yeah, it's right. I don't know. Maybe it's possible to know, but whatever. Let's see. Brett says, never seen this footage, but we know BS is common. I've been more intrigued by what we've uncovered from the ancient Sumerians. And yeah, that could be. That could definitely very well be. Let's see. Eddie says, never heard of this before tonight. Awesome. Good. Bringing it to you. So again, like I said, don't judge me on this. I don't know. I don't. I said, it seems suspicious to me, but maybe we'll find some information to change our mind. Let's see. Superbike says special effects definitely better on this one. Yeah, agreed. Right. Ash says alien privacy matters. Lizard Snowden talked about this. Yes, definitely. And space is so vast you wouldn't even see the other ships unless you're like bright like a star. Okay, which could be. This could be. Okay, so anyway, so there we go. There's the attack on Io. Let's see, what else is there? We have let's see, the attack on Io clip 3. This is closer, so we'll play some of this. So we're just kind of burning through this so you guys can get an idea of what type of footage is going on here. And this is where they're coming from. Project Coelacanth 8867. And is it phony? Is it fabricated? Some of it looks good, right? Like some of it looks pretty good. So this is again, there's the Eye of Jupiter. There's the moon Io. There's like things floating around it, which appear to be craft of different sizes and shapes. And there's like a glittering kind of in the back of the moon. So, I mean, so on and so forth. A lot of BS out there. You were completely right. So who knows? I'm gonna go with BS for the time being until we see something that's a little more compelling. But who knows, right? Like this is the story. This is the story we're rolling with, and this is what we get tonight. Joe says, "Does the spaceship give you free peanuts or pretzels?" That's a good question. That's a very good question. Okay, so all right. So let's continue this. So back to this article here, universallighthouse.wixsite.com, which is again awesome. URL brevity, please. You're breaking my heart here. Okay, so the first thing I want to look at this image now. Now this image is pretty nuts. So this file supposedly came out of this what would you call it? The stick, the USB stick here. And so this file is like a very large organizational and operational structure. Okay. And so this thing has been, I think this is where they're talking about, I believe, of the hours and hours that have been put together to make this thing a thing. So here we go. I'm going to link this and you guys can check it out as well if you want to pull it up full screen. There's a ton of information on this. And so it includes like a creator type of thing. And it includes like the Anunnaki in here. You can see it. There's like a goddess in front. There's like the Council of Four, the Council of the Four Brothers, Council of 13, Council of 24. So there's like some sort of a hierarchy involved in this. And I don't exactly know. Let's see. That's I think I had a better version of this. Let's see. Where was it? Where we can actually see what was going on. But this chart itself is huge. It's like kind of bloated and tons and tons of information. Like I said, there's the Anunnaki are on there. There's like a goddess on there. There's like the council of all these other councils and all kinds of other stuff going on. So, I mean, here we go. Let's see. I guess I'll just do it the hard way. Okay, here it is. So this is the entire thing, right? This is the entire... And so on the very bottom, you can see division of near-Earth insidious races, right? So if you go down there, you get the group of the Watchers, which is the Villimae, the Anti, the Saurissi, the Ophalt, the Vilva. So they have these different names of these groups of Watchers, which are supposedly alien races, right? So the group of Watchers 1, group of Watchers 2, group of Watchers 3, Council of the Three Watchers, etc., so on. So let's go over here. We have the Order of the Azazians, Azazians of Jupiter, House of Azazians, Earth, Near Earth, Explorers, Legions, so on and so forth, blah, blah. But you get the point, right? So do check this link out and see what you think. So the Sisterhood of the Five Books, the Council of Three Sisters, Council of the Mother, right? Again, I don't think this would take anybody thousands of hours to put this entire project together, but tons of information. The group Ishtar, the group Apple, group Infiltration, group Investments, G+, what's that, like Google? Like what's going on here? And then we have, what else? There were some other interesting things in here. Oh, on the right side. Okay, so in the very beginning, we have the cause, the goddess, the Kurs, Kurs. And right next to that, we have the Anunnaki, right? Anunnaki. And we have Enki and Anuki. So it seems like these guys have kind of put together a, I don't know, is this like a LARP? Like what's going on here? Enki, Anuki, we got Apsu, we got Enlil, Maruk, Elish, right? So there's actually some of the actual Sitchin stuff in here, right? The actual Anunnaki. They spell it differently, but we got the Council of Five over here. We got and not only that, we have got Daniel, Gabriel, Azazel, Uriel, Raziel, which of course are like the archangels of the Bible, the archangels. So I mean, this is crazy. Let's see. Well, I hear you get a. Oh, you guys in the jokes. Okay, let's see. Eddie says, I want to know if the footage has been analyzed by any experts. Not that I've seen. I think most of the stuff I've seen, this has mostly been kind of written off as a hoax. But again, so many things are just written off as hoaxes because they don't want to take the time, or whatever it is. So there you go. Let's see, what else do we got? Supervike says, geez, it's like the D&D monster manual. It kind of is, right? It kind of is. So it has aliens in it. It has like the angels. It has like the Council of 5 and 13 and 24 and 50 and on, so on and so forth. So yeah, I mean, there's a ton of stuff here. Let's go down to the Trinity of Angelus. We got the Allah Archangelus, Allah Mene Angelus, Council of the Angels. It is kind of like the D&D monster manual. Command of the Seven Galaxies, Group Communications, Group Intelligence, Group Contact. But I mean, so again, some suspicious stuff. It's in English, all right? So there's one. Wouldn't you expect this to be in some sort of like alien script, right? And not on some nice, colorfully coded, perfect, Order of the Fallen, Sisterhood of the Books, directive wormholes, and all the rest of this. Anyway, all right, so let's read some more from this article here. So here's the image in full. So the first thing I want to look at this image, which is an extraterrestrial hierarchy. It says, along with several species, photos, and videos, is a strange graphic with a list of what seems to be an extraterrestrial hierarchy. Please click on the image in full size. You guys already have the link to that. This incredibly disturbing list shows what seems to be the hierarchy of the universe, or at least this sector of space. The cause being the infinite creator, which again, the cause is on the very top of this list. Is that like the God or the Godhead or whatever you want to call it? Okay, so not just those videos. We'll watch some more of those videos as we roll through here. But here's some photographs that actually came off of this jump drive, supposedly. Okay. So you can kind of decide yourself whether you think this is a bunch of BS or a hoax or whatnot. So there's one that appears to be like, again, looks like maybe Jupiter and like a moon or some sort of round structure with something on it. Anyway, it's hard to tell what that is. But then look at this. Look at this one. Now this appears to be some sort of robed one. Like it's called, I think they were called robed ones, which it appears to be some sort of actual extraterrestrial, right? Some sort of actual like robed thing with like an eye. You can see like an eye and like maybe like a long nose type of face going on, or something else going on here, right? Like, what is this? Does this look real? Is this getting you? Is this starting to change your mind? Derek says Anunnaki are coming back soon. So you think this is related? Do you think this is a bunch of BS? Joe says, sounds like the Urantia religion or a modern day attempt at Mormons worship the thumb drive. Yeah, it could be, right? Ben says, every time I'm half asleep, I feel a presence around me with a stranger feeling behind me. Yeah, hopefully it's not any of this, because this looks pretty scary. There you go. Full screen. So this is what the monster or whatever this is, an alien, looks like, right? This, according to this Project Coelacanth 8867, these images came off of the thumb drive itself, and so you can see there's like some sort of being standing there. It looks like he's standing in maybe like snow or some kind of white background, and it looks like there's trees behind him, right? Like he's maybe on Earth or something, right? Here's some more. We got photographs of lights in the sky and the rest of this, of course. What else? We got what appears to be like more black and white type images of fog or an alien world, or who knows. And then here's another one where it looks like there's the water flowing. I don't know. Like there's a ton of pictures here. I'm gonna just roll through some of these pictures. But again, what do you guys think? Is this is this seeming more like an art project? Here's another pretty scary one, where we have the robed ones again, right? We have not just one kind of alien critter. We have two that are in robes, kind of reddish robes, with what appears to be maybe like a purplish, like a light purple background, like an alien background, or maybe it's just washed out, right? Like who knows? So, but again, like one seems to be bowing to the other. There's, I don't know, like a ritual going on, or a greeting, or who knows. I mean, this is just on and on and on. You can scroll through this stuff again. I'm going to drop this link one more time, and you guys can kind of roll through this full screen. That's probably the best way to do it, is check it out yourself, full screen, and see what you could be. But there we go. There's the link itself. Let's see. Brett says, we literally have elongated skulls uncovered by archaeologists, so very possible. And yeah, so these things, so whatever these are, right, these robed ones, they seem to have maybe that elongated type skull, right? Like a long face going on. Like let's go back to that first one there. And these are the first ones I saw where I was like, wait, what? What the hell is this? And I actually showed these to Ash a while back too. I'm not sure what he thought. I think he said, I'll let him respond. But like elongated skull, right? Like a long face here going on. I don't know. Again, like it seems very convenient. They was just in a parking lot, right, in Germany. But anyway, so more photographs. I'm gonna just scroll through these. So there is actually like photographs of the moon, more lights in the sky. Maybe this is NASA footage that has been redacted. They say there's what appears to be like a shredded up world. Like maybe is that Nibiru? I don't know. Like what's going on with that? But anyway, tons and tons of stuff here. So okay. So that's where we're at. Project Coelacanth. So one more time. This was found by somebody in a parking lot in Germany, all right? They came on Reddit, right, the most reputable of places, and said, hey, I found this thing. I'm about to get the information off of here, and we're going to talk about this or whatever. And so they did. They dropped it. But then apparently the person who dropped it kind of disappeared, and they never really came back and talked about this. So it ended up being like I said, is this kind of how a mythology is derived? Is this what happens and where everything starts? Is that, maybe let this go. So let's say nobody's ever heard of this for the next 20 years, right? And then it resurfaces because it's, gaining steam, and then, people are passing it around like this. We're talking about it. People are believing it. And maybe it's not real, right? But you see how kind of my point is maybe this is how mythologies are made. I don't know. Super Vike says it's Jawas. Don't buy any droids from them. Yeah, exactly, right? Defective droids. Let's see. Ash says, I remember my college days. Okay. Well, this was your college days? All right. So anyway, what are you guys' thoughts on this so far? 702-957-1037. Click the Discord link. Troubleminds.org is the official website. Kind of curious what you think about what this the information looks like so far. Looks like a bunch of BS to you, or not, or some combination of the two. BS and not BS. Let's see. Here we go. This one's pretty funny. So of course this stuff went around Reddit a little bit about, like I said, maybe 10 months ago, something like that. So here we go. Here's another Reddit link, and I think this is pretty funny. Let's read some of this. And let's see. Let's see. Okay. Now this Reddit is really funny. This Reddit link. So this is again. So man found an old USB stick containing photos with planets, UFOs, and alien structures on the moon. And here's some hot takes from Reddit. Right. First one here. Public service announcement. Don't plug in randomly found USB devices. Even if you think it may contain 33,000 deleted Hillary emails, you could end up with some malicious stuff on your device. There you go. Right? PSA. I love me some ransomware, right? So exactly. So kind of back to that ransomware point with the schools and the everything else that's going on. Is if you pick up a random USB stick, don't just jam it in a computer that you have to have, because maybe. Anyway, so there we go. So there's one of the links this came from. Here's another one. Now this guy He actually says he figured out what this is. So let's actually skip this to the end. We won't look at that one yet. So this guy here says that the Coelacanth is the guy's name. He actually deleted his account. So he posted the thing on Reddit. He said that I had this stuff and, blah, blah, here's the things. Dropped it. And then once he dropped the information and the data, he bounced. And then he deleted his account. And he never came back, never talked about this. So here we go. Here's this one. So Coelacanth was the guy's name. Quisto was the actual Reddit account, and it has been deleted. So verified. I think it's right here in this thread. I'm going to link this, and you guys can check it out as usual if you care. If you don't, that's fine. It's fine. That's something to talk about on a debate night that was Shit Show City. Oh, speaking of Shit Show City, did you see anybody watching CNN right after the debate? Dana Bash said she actually said shit show. I think she said she's all, we can say that because it's cable. Anyway, I thought it was funny. Okay, so here's some. This is on the mystery subreddit. And so Coelacanth deleted his account straight after I mentioned it could be the work of video artist Wolf Collin or one of his students. Very strange indeed. This other guy, Spartan Condom, says massive LARP. This other guy says I tried emailing Wolf Collin and the email bounced. Dropbox is 404, blah, blah. This other guy says Samuel Reed OTA says we got in touch with Wolf Collin and it's not his. Now, who this guy is, Wolf Collin, I don't know who the hell this is. So I had to look it up. I was like, is this guy some famous artist or some shit? I don't know what this is. So I did. I checked, and apparently he's just a teacher. He's an art teacher in Germany. So they're trying to say that this could be an art project from his class, right? So Wolf Collin, born 1940, is a German video artist who has been exhibiting since the 1960s. Since 1982, he's been a professor of intermedia at the Technical University in Berlin. Okay, there you go. So that's where that came from. So he says that somebody on that Reddit thread again. So we're going with anonymous stuff here. We don't know who these people are. We don't know what the hell's going on, other than they're saying that this stuff is real, right? Is some sort of real. So here's some more Reddit stuff. Again, that's where this all came from. This all came from Reddit and then spread around the internet. I know Jimmy Church was talking about this on Twitter a ways back, maybe 8 months ago or something. He said he had all the files. At some point, I downloaded all the files as well, but there's nothing really impressive in there other than kind of the highlights of what you see on the YouTube channel. Okay, so here we go. So this guy says at the mystery subreddit. So this is posted by X Lightning Storm L 10 months ago. So I'll keep this short. I investigated into any link PC8867 may have. Of course, Project Coelacanth went nowhere beyond what is already on the net. Now, what was interesting was the 8867 part. Keep diving into the alien-related internet sphere. Ended up leading to an Azazel 8867, which is a user handle, of course, which itself linked to all manner of things which you can search via Google. Now, this led to a Dante Santori, which quickly led to DSAHK, a YouTube channel that, dives into aliens and all manner of related stuff. One of these videos is called VMVSK, and here's the actual video. I hope it's not anything pornographic. That's or terrible. Oh, no, video's private, so you can't even check the video. So this guy tracked it down to maybe this YouTube, and now this video is private. So we can't even verify that this guy is not making shit up. Okay, so anyway, it's Dante Santori, he says. So blah, blah. Anyway, and Azazel 8867. So that's really all you could find on the internet, right? Kind of doing the internet sleuthing thing where you're trying to find out who dropped this or what's going on or what kind of other BS is this. And then, so here's a hot take. So Dion Jubert 39 says, I saw many irregularities in the videos. For example, the battle over Machu Picchu is total fake. The one ship explodes and its shadow is still there. We'll get to that in a sec. It's full of CGI mistakes. I can post more observations when I have more time. I just don't understand why someone will go to so much trouble to create so many fake clips and images. Okay, so it's a ton of images here. Now let's go see if we can find that particular one, the battle over Machu Picchu. Let's see. Where is it? Come on, it's got to be here. Clip 53, Saturn anomalies. Is it not here? Not here. No. Okay. Anyway, what time we got? Are you guys bored with this? There's a lot here. There's a ton of stuff, and I don't really know. Nobody's calling, so I don't know how to take the temperature. Maybe I'm losing everybody and everybody's falling asleep, because maybe I'm about to fall asleep. But okay, so do give me a call if you have a take on this, if you heard of this, and if you haven't, again, and do you think this is worth talking about, or whatevs? You'd rather just shoot the shit and talk about Elon Musk or whatever. It's all good. 702-957-1037. Click the Discord, troubledminds.org. You can find both. And there we go. So let me know. Let me know how you're feeling. Type it in there if you want to hear more about this story, because there are some more details here. Let's see if I can find that one with Machu Picchu. Let's see. Is this the one? Yes, the one. Okay. Right. There's just a lot of footage is the thing. There's a ton of footage here. But there's one. So there's actually an actual alien craft that's supposedly flying by like old pyramids and things. So hold on, let me see if I can find these images. Yeah, hold on. Okay. So anyway, here we go. This is Alien Hub. Here's one of the places where it kind of popped up. And like I said, is this how the mythology spreads on the internet? Is this maybe just an art project by that some of that guy's students in Germany? And they're kind of trying to run marketing to their YouTube page or whatever. So this is alienhub.com, and this is where they talk about this type of stuff. And so here's some of the images. Hold on, let's see. Let's play this. There we go. So there's a supposedly a ship that's flying through. Looks like Jupiter again. It's hard to say. Did we see this one already? I don't think we saw this one. So clearly, it's some sort of a spaceship. It's some sort of out in space. And let's see. Let's get you the URL, and you guys can check this out. There you go. And again, all these links will be on at the end of this on the YouTube page, so you guys can check that out as well. And follow up on me to make sure I'm not making shit up, because I'm not. Somebody else might be, but I'm not making shit up. Okay, here we go. Here's number 34, clip 34, and it appears to be some sort of like a figure with arms, kind of putting arms up at the sky, like some sort of alien, like a Joshua tree, or like a moving Joshua tree. I don't know. Again, I don't know. I can't verify this is real, guys. Okay, so here we go. Here's more. Oh, here's another one. Here's pretty crazy. Here is, all right, so it looks like Stonehenge, right? So we have a Stonehenge, and we have some sort of like maybe glittery explosion, some sort of craft that comes down out of the sky, flying above Stonehenge, and right, yeah. So I mean, there's some earthly elements here where it looks like they may have taken a real footage of places and then kind of put in spaceships. I don't know. Again, or is this like a old footage of Stonehenge landing? Yeah, yeah. All right. What else? There's other stuff here. Let's play some more of this. So it looks like a bunch of these were hidden from their YouTube page, because they used to have like probably dozens and dozens of them. I watched them all about 8 or 10 months ago or whatever it was, and I was like, I'm not so sure this is like, But then a lot of them are not there, so it looks like they went unlisted. So here's another one, maybe like a satellite in space. Who knows? Again, let's see what else we got. Here's number 38. Let's open this up, and okay, this is a little more kind of realistic, like you would expect, like something from NASA, where you have like maybe some sort of craft. There's the moon, or what is that, an asteroid? No, wait. So there's the Earth, there's the moon, looks like some sort of asteroid, and there's like some sort of ship that flies by. Anyway, you get the point. It's like it kind of endless. There's dozens and dozens of clips exactly like this, where there appear to be aliens, right? They're saying aliens. So here's another one. Oh, we got some sound. Oh, there you go. There's some actual sound. Okay, so now this, right, what is that? It's some sort of like, is that Machu Picchu? I don't know. There's like ships flying around shooting each other. You get this crappy like click, click, click sound like it's an old projector from the old days. I don't know. Like that gets me, right? I was a little more sold when there was no sound. And so this crappy clickety thing. But there appears to be some sort of craft, maybe like, I don't know. There's an alien dogfight going on. Oh geez, you see my dilemma. Yeah. Okay, so then we have leaked Star Wars footage. No, that's not it. Anyway, all right, there we go. All right, what else do we got? What's your take on this guy? 702-957-1037. Here's that mystery chart, right? The chart found inside the stick that has the coelacanth. Noble Cow Out wants to know, is this a lost Godzilla film? Yeah, it could be, right? I think that's kind of what, I don't know. That's what I feel like what we're looking at here. Caesar says, what's up, Caesar says, Godzilla and Mothra. Yeah, it could be. It definitely could be. Justin says, looks like a floating dinosaur. Yeah, it did, right? Damn it. I think the phone just took a crap. Okay, so let's see. Elizabeth says, is that back in time, back in the Godzilla time? And that ship close up is epic? Or what is it? I'm not sure what you're saying there. Okay, anyway, so here's the chart. You guys have seen some of the footage. What do you think? Is some of it compelling? Do you think it's just all bunch of horse shit? And it's like I said, is this how internet mythologies are built? Like in 30 years, this will be like the new Bob Lazar sort of situation. You know, I think that could very well be, right. Like it's one of those, maybe, what would you call it? Like the long con, right? You put it out there and you let it kind of build over time, and you know, we talk about it, which we, you know, if it's hoax, you know, whatever, then we're doing a disservice by talking about it. But the reality is we're talking about it as it may be a hoax, so maybe not entirely. Okay, so let's see. Let me phone line just took a crap, so let me dial this back in real fast. See if I can mute this so it doesn't be annoying. Or never mind, I'll just let it call. Screw it. What do you guys think? Phone's calling in.
Thank you for calling Troubled Minds. Caller ID authorized as a host. Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the call-in studio web interface. Show recording is on. Dual channel.
There you go. Dual recording is on. Show recording is on dual channel. Okay, phone line's back up. 702-957-1037. Let me know what you think. John says, if it's on the internet and it hasn't been scrubbed, it's horse shit. There you go. That's one way to look at it. That's totally one way to look at it. Okay, so what else is there? Here's that weird chart. Like I said, bizarre that they found this, a USB stick, and it had like this chart that happens to be in English. You know, like again, where's the alien symbols and shit? I want to see that, right? Like if I was expecting this to be, real, some sort of real. Okay, so there we go. What else do we got? Okay, so now I was looking into this, and many people believe that there's a secret space program. Okay. And so if that's the case, then here's another one that says UFO sighting hotspot.blogspot. Again, brevity with your URLs, people. Here we go. I'm going to link this up. And there's a guy that's actually talking about this, and he's saying that some of these images do look credible. Okay, so another guy on the internet says maybe. So, all right, let's have a look at this and his website and check this out. So according to Kisto, who has no idea who possessed the USB stick before him, he decided to share the 28 images, hoping that someone had an answer to these mysterious images. And here they are. Here's some of them. Here's some of the images that we saw some of them with the aliens. Here's some of the ones of Mars and whatever else is actually going on, like what appear to be spacecraft in the atmosphere above Earth, what appear to be some sort of, I don't know, like towers or something on a planet or a moon or something or other. So here we go. This is November 13th. According to the latest reports, the photos on Imgur have been removed under pressure from someone who does not want us to see these photos. In case the photos do not reappear on Imgur, we may place the entire set of photos on this site, which doesn't look like the entire set of photos is here. Okay. So anyway, this guy says, yep, there's some compelling stuff. It's possibly credible. But what do you guys think? Is there a secret space program that could be part of what this is? And if so, then that would make a little bit of sense on why there would maybe be on a jump drive, like a terrestrial technology, right? That would make a little bit of sense because that means this would be coming from us. And which makes the only amount of sense to me. I just don't think you can end up being aliens dropping USB sticks in parking lots in Germany. It just doesn't sound. It sounds like a really bad movie. How about? Okay, this guy says it's a hoax. ProjectAvalon.net. Okay, so interesting story doing the rounds. Saw it on Facebook first, and then a rumor site. Let's see if photos are real. It says it's a hoax, right? This guy's saying it's a hoax. November 11th, 2019, a man named Kisto, right? We said that, Cole Kisto, living in a small village near Berlin, found a USB stick, blah, blah. Later on, he opened it to his surprise, saw old 1900s images of what seems like planets, space, and UFOs. All right, so we've seen that. blah, blah, so on and so forth. Here we go. More Project Coelacanth from Godlike Productions. Here's more links for you. All right, so if you guys want to follow kind of where I led down this rabbit hole, I guess you could call it, and here's the links. Here's where you can do that. If you find something that I didn't and you think it makes sense, then I want to hear about it. I want to know. But check this out. Now, I was kind of looking into secret space programs in general. What's up, Laura? Thanks for showing up. I see you there. First time. Thanks for showing up. You're just in time. We're talking about aliens and secret space programs and conspiracy. You're in the right place. If you're into that, you're in the right place. Okay, this is reported by Gaia.com. A brief history of the secret space program, right? So this is from 2019. So this is right around the same time that other thing came out, right? With the images of the spacecraft and whatever else. So shrouded in mystery, the existence of the secret space program is a closely guarded secret. But information from government whistleblowers, intelligence operatives, and former astronauts have been surfacing for decades. Here are a few of the most notable events. So flying saucers are born on June 24th, 1947. Like we know this. 1947 was like when the whole thing started at Roswell. So another report surfaced from Roswell, New Mexico. We know about this, blah, blah. So here we go. So time dilation, they say. And this is part of the secret space program, which we've heard from Randy Kramer and some of these other folks that said that they were with Project Pegasus, right? Project Pegasus, the guy who's running for president, who's actually right up here on the right side, Andrew Basiago. We talked about him a couple shows back. And the Montauk Project, right, where we talked about, so not just time travel, we talked about, remote viewing and these sorts of things, and maybe astral travel, like what's actually going on here. And supposedly the government and the CIA has been involved in this. So the Montauk Project was one such rumored experiment with time dilation, of course, continuing the work of the Philadelphia experiment, a secret Navy operation that used Tesla coils to create an electromagnetic shield around the USS Eldridge. We did a show on that a long time ago. You guys want to check it out? It's on YouTube with all the rest of it. The continues show the Eldridge allegedly vanished, appeared several hundred miles away, then returned to its original location, much to the detriment of the crew who were severely physically or mentally damaged by the teleportation. So the Montauk Project utilized this technology, this time-conducting mind control test. This time-conducting mind control test. I tell you what, a lot to read, blah, blah. There you go. Secret space programs. But there's more. There's more. So, recently, one of our favorites, Dr. Michael Salla, right? He's known for his exopolitics website, which is exopolitics.org. He says that QAnon actually confirms secret space programs are real and extraterrestrial life exists. Like we talked about this a little while ago, but this is straight off his website. So on September 19th, QAnon dropped 2 bombshell posts affirming the existence of secret space programs and extraterrestrial life. The 2 posts open a big door for the millions who have been following the Q information to learn about secret space programs and extraterrestrial life and how these have been hidden from the general public. And here's the posts, right? So Q says, again, anonymous site, are we alone? Roswell, ? And the answer from Q is no. Highest classification, consider the vastness of space, signed Q. So yeah, there you go. For all you QAnoners or people QAnon censors or Q anyway in between somewhere. There's people out there saying this stuff's real. This stuff's real. The secret space program. Brett says Elon Musk is helping us find ways to modify our bodies to traverse the cosmos. We may not even have viable answers until we send out AI androids and or cyborg humans into space. And I think that's right. I think you're spot on with that. I think Elon Musk for sure has got his fingers in lots of things, and it sure seems like transhumanism and the rest of it is something like that. What's up, Laura? Says my comment got deleted before it got sent. Yeah, well, welcome to that conspiracy life. That's the way things go on this show. And Facebook in general, I think, not just here. But okay, so there we go. So secret space program. What else do we got? So Dr. Michael Salla says secret space program. Q confirms it, and there's some other stuff here. There's this website, of course, secretspaceprogram.org. Well, of course, it's named .org. It's named .org. See the secret space program. So clearly they have the information about it, right? Because they got the domain name. So there we go. Try your comment again there, Laura. If it's not something nefarious, it should come through. Okay, so let's see. Connecting the dots. So the real authorities in the fields of advanced technology, the breakaway civilization, deep security state, and the black budget will convene for a game-changing weekend that will leave you wondering who really controls our world. Again, straight from this website. This is way back from 2015. Following on the heels of a successful 2014 event in San Mateo. Okay, it's like a 2-day secret space program conference. And here we go. Is there a secret space program being developed outside the public eye using funds allocated by Congress for purposes of creating a completely separate economic system? Where are the missing budget trillions? What is the UFO phenomenon? Is it a series of military projects using this advanced technology developed in underground bases around the globe? Or does it represent something completely unknown and alien to human reality? Discover the new evidence and shocking findings that show why, as public space programs like NASA languish in debt, delays, and failure, the development of space rages on by an untouchable elite cabal, unhindered by public accountability or congressional oversight. So I think that sums up the secret space program. What do you think about that? So do you guys think, I'm going to put up a poll here. Do you guys think a secret space program exists? I think that's probably going to be the poll, because why not? Because nobody's calling. 702-957-1037. We're going to put up a poll. I got to drink some beer, guys. I got to drink some beer. I can't do this without wetting my whistle once in a while. So please give me a call. Somebody get on the show, and then I can stop begging for a phone call, and I can take a sip of beer. Okay, so otherwise, let's see. Let's put up a poll here. I think I can do a poll. Yeah, there we go. All right. So do you think a secret space program exists on this level? Okay. Here we go. Put up a poll on Facebook, and you guys can take the poll here. And if it, let's see, secret space program exists. If you're not on Facebook, just type it in the chat what your answer is going to be here. Do you believe in a secret space program, or do you think this is something else entirely, some sort of hoax with the Coelacanth project, or something else entirely? Do you think it's them? Do you think it's us? Like some have speculated it's us from the future and the rest of this. So who knows? Maybe we've come from the future to keep an eye on the past, to make sure that the debate went perfectly. Let's see. Do you think a secret space program exists? Here we go. Putting it up on Facebook, and you guys can take the poll. Let's see. Option 1. Most certainly. Let's do that. How about... I was going to do yes. No, so I don't have to type a ton of shit. And how about I'm not sure? There we go. There we go. All right, poll is up on I think it's about to be. Let's see. How do I put it up? Let's see. Hold on. All right, putting a poll up. Do you think a secret space program exists? That's the question here. Yes, no, not sure. And putting it up. Let's see. Is it up? Is it up? What's up, Derek? I see you there. John says, of course it exists. Trump even introduced the Space Force into the military. No. Not that one. Like basically the phone number is right there on the stream, 702-957-1037. So basically not Space Force, something that's been going on in space for a very long time. That sort of secret space program. That's NASA's kind of the front-facing program that is failure, like it said in the little blurb there. But is it? Yeah. Is it? Yeah. There's the phone number, 702-957-1037 if you want to call Laura. And too fast, can you comment? Oh, okay, yeah, I'll write it down. All right, here we go. 702-957-1037. There you go. There's the phone number. And you can get on the show that way. And yeah. Okay, so poll should be up. No? Poll should be up. Okay, maybe I failed. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, I guess what do you guys think? Fred says, of course there is. But okay, so I think let's say of course there's some sort of secret space program, okay? But if there is, what level of and I think it's probably safe to say there's something going on up there that they're not telling us for sure. All right, of course there is. Just like Fred said, I think that's absolutely true. But the secondary thing is, how far do you think it goes? You think some of the guys that said there's time travel, and this is kind of connected to the Montauk Project, and remember Randy Kramer, the Marines on Mars, where they took him out to from some sort of time travel thing when he was a kid. They realized he was gifted, and they moved him to Mars to fight aliens. Any of this stuff? Like how about that? How about that? Like, do you think it goes that deep, or do you think it's just a craft that they haven't told us about, right? Like, kind of like the X37B or some shit going on up there. Like, there's some serious stuff going on up there right now that they're not really doing. They're not really talking to us or telling us about. It's just very super top secret. So clearly there's that going on, but how much further than that, I guess is the question. How much further? Let's see. John says, Michael, if you watch that documentary, Walking with the Tall Whites, we were in space helping the whites build space stations, and they were willing to hitch us a ride if we did all the work for them. Okay, that's the one, Walking with the Tall Whites. That's on Amazon, I believe you said, right? I tried to find it. I didn't see it, but I think, yeah, I think you linked it to me. I'll find it. John says, okay, I see. What about the Van Allen radiation belt? How far into space can we go? I don't know about that in particular. We'd have to get some, maybe some scientific types in here to talk about that. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know a lot about this stuff. Elizabeth says, believe they've been hiding things in the clouds for years. I think so too. At least, but I guess the question remains, how far do you think it is? Do you think there's aliens on Mars and this type of thing, and we're out there fighting them, like Randy Kramer said, the Marines on Mars? Or do you think the secret space program is just like killer satellites and EMPs and directed energy weapons and things like this in the sky? Justin says, I've also worked for NASA. All right, then we need to hear from you, man. We need to hear from you. Super Vike says, I think there's a secret space program, but working with ETs seems too far for me. All right, fair enough. I can buy that. So you think that there's some level of secret ships and killer satellites and like hypersonic weapons and stuff like that, but not quite working like with the ETs with like Eisenhower and the rest of this stuff. Okay, so we got a phone call coming in. We'll take this and then we'll keep on moving here. Let's see. Is it the same? Yeah, same. Okay. All right. Just hang tight. We'll get you on the phone in just 1 second here. Eddie LV says, I think like anything else, there's a lot of misinformation mixed in, but I think, yes, we have been paying for secret space programs for at least 5 decades. And I definitely agree that there's some sort of something going on that they're not telling us, right? Because national security, always national security. All right, let's go to the phones. And thanks for calling. You're on Trouble Minds with Mike. What's your first name and where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Laura. I'm from Lakeland, Florida.
Laura from Florida. What's up? It even rhymes. How you doing tonight?
What's up? I'm doing good. I don't know why. All of a sudden, I started watching now. It's weird because I don't really watch live videos and stuff. But I was like, oh, this is interesting. I found out like 6 years ago. I saw spirits since I've been little. But the weird thing is, when you talk about aliens, when I was about maybe 7, I saw like these little people, but they do exist. I think they're called something with the P.
The Pleiadians?
They were like
Pleiadians,
dark,
right?
with lines. Huh?
The Pleiadians?
Yeah, they were like lines across their face. They looked like little Indians. Excuse me?
The Pleiadians? Wait, so you're talking about people or aliens?
Yes, there you go. Yeah, no, there you go, that word, the P. Yes, okay. I've seen them.
Okay, all right.
And like, I have videos of little people, but they're like holographic.
Okay, and you actually saw this with your own eyes?
Yeah, I have a video of them technically. Yes, and when and there's certain things like I see like a doctor. I went to a doctor and she's like, "There's nothing wrong with you. You're just very gifted." I actually work for an impact store, and my boss, she's a metaphysical doctor, Dr. Terry, and she's like, you see things, in different dimensions than what we can see.
Okay.
And like, my mom passed away like a year ago, and I even have this picture. Okay, I don't even notice in the sky there's like this star bright, like there's like real bright star, and they say it's a planet, but no. About a year ago, I don't know why I got like I have a dead end, and I passed my house. I never do that. And it's like something just like, I couldn't move. I had to take pictures because I sent something. And I have a picture, and it's like, and for some reason, every day, it's like, the picture's getting clearer and clearer and clearer. It's like these pictures that I have, I don't like to delete them because they just get brighter and brighter, where they become more noticeable. And these spirits are like going up the tree, and there's like this, it's like a funnel, but on the top of the funnel, there's like a boat. And they're like, you can see the spirits actually going. I mean, if you had an email, I can send it to you. And you can see them actually right on the top. Well, there's that star that's in the sky. So I was at the car wash at 2 a.m, and it's like I constantly see it. I'm like, this, you know what? There's something with this, you know. So of course I'm very photogenic. I like to take pictures, you know. And well, the same thing, the same funnel that I had took that was on the ground, it's stars at, or whatever it is, that bright star. And if you notice a star, you know, the Star of David. Okay, that's what that looks like. And could you see the funnel? And you can see, like, there's like, I saw 2 spirits on there. And they're like, whoa, you know, people, when they see my picture, they're like, you know, where do you get these pictures? I'm like, I take them. They're like, wow, these are amazing. You know, you can see this, you see the spirits like you see me and you, like if we were taking a picture together.
Okay. Are you willing to share some of those photographs?
Sure. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You see, I wrote that comment, and I'm like, you know, I wish I can share them on here. And
okay.
That comment got deleted before it got sent.
Oh, I see. Okay. If you want to, you can send it to troubledminds@protonmail.com, and I should be able to pull them up.
Hold on.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
I'll type it in the chat too.
Let me see.
Tell me when you're ready.
Oh, shit, this pen doesn't write.
That's okay.
Yeah, hold on. This pen doesn't write.
No problem. Tell me when you're ready.
Hold on. So you had. Well, it's like, you know, sometimes they say things happen for a reason. Like you're meant to, you know, meet people and meet certain people. You know, go ahead. Trouble. TR.
Yeah.
OUD. Trouble.
Yep. Troubled Minds. Yep.
Troubled Minds. Right.
Right.
Okay.
At protonmail.com.
Mm-hmm. At Proton. How do you spell that? Proton.
PRO. TON. Mail.
TON.
MAIL.
Mail.com. Okay, just make sure I got this right. PROPON.
Yeah, Troubled Minds at protonmail.com. Yeah, it's in the chat there. It's Troubled Minds at protonmail.com.
Okay, so it's, okay. I think I spelled propon. It's 2 P's, right?
Just 1 T. PROTON.
Okay, T. That's where I got that right. And is that T in the beginning capital letters?
Nope, it's all lowercase is fine.
Okay. All right, let me do it right now.
Okay. Just hang on the phone if you want.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Okay. Actually, yeah. Okay, yeah. Hang on the phone just a sec here. So I got some questions for you if that's cool. So you're saying that there's like spirits, like interdimensional spirits that you're seeing. Are you able to differentiate between spirits and aliens? Are they the same thing? Or are they something completely different? Or is there like
there's different type of aliens. I mean, there's, you know, you have people, you have your UFOs, and there's, I mean, I've never, you know, seen one of them, but there's other different type of aliens that we have. There's only one. You know what I mean?
I see. Okay. All right. That's fair. You
know, because I see people always talk about aliens, you know, with the black eyes and all that. But what are the other ones? You know what I mean? Okay, what are those?
Yeah. Exactly.
You know?
I have no idea.
So
that's why I'm asking. There's
more than one.
Okay, so there's more than one type. So is there a differentiation between the two though? Between like an actual like Halloween type spirit, like the spirit of the dead returning, and aliens, or are they literally different things?
There's like our actual spirits. You know, they look like human. You know, but they're dead. You know, then you have these other things that, you know, they're like. Okay, like the holographic, and then like the little people, you know, where they come from.
Okay.
And why are they still here? And why for us psychics and mediums? Why? I mean, some psychics don't even know, you know, they've never seen them until, you know. Then I show proof, they're like, whoa, wow, that's cool, that's awesome. But you're a psychic, but you can't see stuff like that. But why can't I?
Right, exactly.
Why is it that some of us are able to see certain things and they're not?
Yeah, definitely. Got a good comment here for you.
But
yeah.
Between the aliens and there's different types of aliens. There's a lot. You got your spirits. You got different things, and that who understands that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, exactly. That's why I'm asking.
We always talking about UFO. I think that's why I called you, because there's not only the UFOs. There's more than different types of entity.
Right, exactly.
Aliens.
And so it is an interdimensional presence. Do you know, actually, are you able to tell if they're hostile at all? Are they here to help? Are they here to hurt us? Or
no,
are they different?
No, actually, the ones that I see and that I'm going to show you pictures of, no, they're not. They're just they don't bother you. You don't bother them. You know what I mean?
I see. Okay. Fair enough. Okay.
Actually, I've taken pictures of, and some of them just they hide, and it's like they'll cover their face or something.
Okay, so they know that you can see them, so they're kind of even being shy, is what you're saying.
Right, they try to hide. I think they're more scared of us than we are of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. All right. That makes sense. So what do you want to do? You want to hang on the phone, or you want to call back, or you want to send the photos?
I'm going to hang on while I'm sending these photos.
Okay. All right. You hang on, and I'll just keep talking here. All right. So we got Lori here on the phone from Florida. She's going to send some photographs. She said she's taken of some interdimensional things, whether they're aliens or, like I said, trying to get the difference between what a spirit is or what a spirit is not. Is it are they different things? Is it us from the future? Is it interdimensional? Who knows? That's the crux of this show, really. Like what is this phenomena that people experience? Not just not in this case, but the world over, right? Like there's the cattle mutilations and all the rest of this stuff. So, yeah, definitely crazy stuff that you don't hear this often. People are not very forthcoming with this because people think you're nuts when you say this stuff. So yeah, kind of the idea of doing this. So let me pull up the email here, see if I can get this when it comes over. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Has anybody else out there experienced something like this, where you're able to see some interdimensionals or anything like this?
I told Dane to turn it off. I'm on the phone. Are you going or no? No.
Because I sure haven't. So basically, I totally have not. Clearly, otherwise I'd be sharing the experience. But it's I know a lot of people have had. We've had people call in and say that they've had abduction experiences and things like this. So I how does it all fit together? I guess is the question, right? With not just aliens or, like I said, spirits or interdimensionals, or like, who knows? Are they connected in some way? I have no idea. Derek says little people were recently seen in Saskatchewan. Not just that, there's a kind of by let's see. Justin says, gotta love having kids. Yeah. There's another one by I think it's by Dulce, New Mexico. Like it's been rumored that there's little people out there. Like there's a so there's a lot of information out there where people kind of cite these things, and it seems to be prevalent, right? It's a thing. It seems to be a thing, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't have any good details because I don't really have any experiences like this I can share. But that's why we do the show. Eddie says, keep nurturing your gift, Laura. Embrace it, and thank you for sharing. And I agree 100%. I agree. And let's see. What else? Eddie adds, a lot of spirit entities have never incarnated on this planet and would, by definition, be considered extraterrestrial. Not visual, but auditory. Okay. There we go. Again, stuff I didn't know. Stuff I definitely didn't know. Noble Kalo says, thanks for calling. Yep, I agree 100%. If you're still there, thank you for calling. And let's see. What else? What's up? Come on, man. What's up? Let's see. What else do we got here? Looking at the email, I don't see anything. Okay, so anyway, what do you guys think? Back to that coelacanth. Do you think this is an art project? Do you think that's a
okay? I sent you one picture.
Okay. Okay.
I sent you one. I couldn't. I was trying to send the other one, but my son interrupted me, so I'm going to go ahead and send more.
Okay, that's okay. I'll keep an eye here. It hasn't come through just yet.
Did you get it?
I did not. No, not yet. So I just refreshed the email. I'll take a look in a minute here. So okay. So what else can you tell us? Can you stay on the phone for a little bit longer?
On mute.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. That's fine.
Yeah, I can stay on the phone. I have nothing to do right now, so.
Okay.
This is the time I'm usually up anyway because I can't speak.
Okay. Sweet. So
I'm gonna mute myself real quick so
okay, no
I
problem.
can send more pictures.
Sure, no problem. Okay, so looking for the email here. So we can maybe get a picture of this, of whatever's going on. But yeah. So what do you guys think? Is it has anybody else had experiences like this? Do you know? Yeah, little bit to me, like over my head for sure. Let's see. Little men that look like Neanderthals, says Derek. I think they like the underground. Again, I've heard that before. Like that again, Dulce, New Mexico. Look into that. What's his name? John Greenwald Jr. from the Black Vault. He was talking about that. He was out there doing a documentary on deep underground bases, and he said that it kept popping up in town that people had seen these small people, like small, like a foot and a half tall type small, and they were kind of in the area. Many people had seen them. So yeah, I mean, this stuff again. This stuff is out there. Small. Yeah, these stories are out there. So definitely cool stuff. Let's check the email here. Get anything? I don't see it yet. I'll keep checking. But okay, so anything you want to tell us about the aliens or interdimensionals or any of this before we take off here? Okay. Or let's see, some other good chat here. Brett says, I've been trying to find any sign of aliens or interdimensional beings since I was young. I've had the privilege of traveling to many continents, but I feel because I am looking is why I don't ever see anything profound in the sky. I've seen some weird stuff in the sky. Like I've seen some of that, but I've never actually seen, like they say, like the shadows or shadow people or, anything like that. I've never seen like interdimensionals, like, and, nothing like that. I don't think I'm, quote, gifted in that manner, how people say. So I don't see those things. But, yeah. Tamarin says, what's up, Tamarin? Thanks for showing up. Says, I know it sounds weird, but this show is about the weird. I can smell evil spirits and angels. You can smell them, huh? Like part of there you go. That's part of the gift, right? What do they smell like? Can you let us know? How do you know the difference? I would imagine one smells terrible, right? Justin says it's when you least expect to see something that it blows your mind, and that could be. Derek says they live underground, talking about the little people. So yeah, definitely nutter stuff here. Let's see. Eddie says not visual but auditory was speaking to my own experience. Yeah. Okay. So again, we have experiencers. People that have been seen these things, like actually had been. It's been a part of. Maybe their lives for a long time. We've had people call in and say they've had experiences that have continued for years, and they just keep coming. Still don't see the email here, so I'm not sure what to do other than keep on rambling. Okay, so we're about done. It's about 3 hours here. So you still there, Laura? Still on the phone?
Yeah, I'm still here. It's because when I sent the email, it didn't have the protonmail.com, so I just did it again.
Okay, protonmail.com. All right.
It only had Troubled Minds at,
Yeah, Troubled Minds at protonmail.com.
Yeah, okay. So every time I'm sending it to you, it says to QUEUED.
It's queued to send, so it's not sending for some reason. I see. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do there. Maybe it won't let you do it while you're on the phone. I know I think Sprint in particular doesn't allow you to send emails while you're on the phone or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, so let me hang up and do it, and then I'll call you when I get done sending it.
Okay, perfect.
So maybe that might be it.
Perfect. Let's do that.
That's what it keeps coming up. Every picture, it's QUEUED.
Okay, perfect. Troubled Minds at protonmail.com. Okay, I'll wait for you to call back.
Yes, I got it. PROTON mail.com.
You got it.
Okay.
You got it. Okay.
I'll call you back in 5 minutes.
Thank you. Okay. There you go. So we're gonna get a let's see. Hopefully some pictures here. Hopefully get some pictures from Laura from Florida. She says that she's got some pictures of some interdimensional she's took, and she's actually the pictures are changing, she says. So actually getting more and more brighter. Like you can see it. You can see the entities more and more as it happens. Pretty crazy stuff here. Let's see what we got in the photographs. That should be pretty awesome. Brett says people have said they smell like burning rubber. Is that true? I've heard sulfur, right? Like that seems to be like the old demon trope or whatever. Is that when you smell sulfur, there's like some sort of evil spirit or demon around, something like that. She wasn't spelling it right. Proton? She was not. Here, I'll put it back in the thing here in case she's in the chat. Laura, right here. It's like this. Troubled minds. What was she misspelling? At proton mail. There we go. That's how you can. There you go. That's it. If you missed it, let me know. Okay, so there we go. At the end of this, I don't know. What do you guys think? This is not about me to tell you anything. This is about me trying to learn, just like we're all here to learn something about the things that seem to be unquantifiable, that you can't learn, or unless you know. I don't know. You tell me. Blah, blah. Michael Strange talks too much, and here I am talking too much. I'm going to drink some beer. Laura's sending us a photograph of, or several, hopefully, of some entities of some sort, like aliens. She said interdimensional aliens. So I think if we get that, then we got something. We got something, right? Something's better than nothing. So if you're listening, Laura, I put the information right there, email right in the chat, troubledminds@protonmail.com. So somebody said you weren't spelling it right. I didn't catch that if you were or not. But okay, so let's see. What else? Secret space programs. This Coelacanth 8867, I believe is what it's called. Do you think there's something to this, or do you think this is a bunch of BS? I mean, we've got Solar Warden, we've got all kinds of stuff here. I'm gonna drop some links in where you guys can check this out and follow along or whatever it is. And then if we don't get anything from Laura or she doesn't call back, we'll just wind this up and hope to catch her next time. Let's see. What do we got? There we go. So this is Solar Warden, right? We've heard this before. A secret space program was revealed to the worldwide public following allegations against Gary McKinnon. Everybody knows this name, for hacking into U.S. defense programs in 2002. So he says he found Solar Warden was disclosed to the world, and it's more or less a code name that was used by the U.S. The hype of having the name Solar Warden now in our vocabulary, they say it comes from David Wilcock and Corey Good, Solar Warden. So take the sources for what they are, and there you go. And here's the UFO fandom wiki of Gary McKinnon, which this is a very famous story. We should actually go back and talk about this in its entirety and look at that and what this might mean for NASA and the secret space and all the rest of this stuff, what's actually going on out there. This other guy, Super Soldier Talk, this guy's name is James Rink, and he says that he was actually part of the secret space program. So going to link this, and at some point we'll follow up and circle back to Gary McKinnon and the rest of this, because I think we need to go over it, because there's a lot here. Whether it's something like you put Corey Good's name on it, and a lot of people roll their eyes. A lot of other people like cheer and go, "Yay, the guy's doing good stuff to help us out." So it just depends on what you think of these cats, David Wilcock, Corey Good. I'm going to say that. Yeah. All right. You decide. I'm not going to tell you. All right. Here we go. The last few here. And so here's the USB. This guy thinks he figured out what the USB stick was, and that it was a hoax all along. I don't know. Put it in there. You guys can check out the chat. But again, it doesn't really matter. What do you think? That's what it really comes down to. And I still don't see emails here. So yeah. We'll give Laura from Florida a couple more minutes and see what's going on. Let's see. Neil says maybe check the spam filter if you haven't. Sure, that's worth a shot. Let's do that. Maybe spam. Nope. Negative. Nothing. No, nothing yet. So, okay. Still looking at the email here, and when it does happen, we'll. Even if it comes later, we'll pull those out and we'll share them. I've got her. I'll add Laura on Facebook here so that we can follow up and maybe get some of this stuff, because I think this is what we need to see, right? This is exactly the type of thing we need to see. Let me pull her out real quick. There we go. All right. So I got Laura on Facebook now, so I will follow up with her if we can't get her back on the show tonight. There we go. Friend request. You got a friend request, Laura. Okay, so there we go. That's let's see what else. Thanks, Neil. I appreciate the checking the spam folder. I don't use email so much anymore, like many people. It's funny how it's become like a thing that old people use. If I'm wrong about that, tell me. But it just seems like Discord or right, it's like so many other social media things. Like people use Facebook Messenger and things like this these days. So yeah, hard to say. I still don't see it. Okay, so anyway, at the end, what do you guys think? Based on what you've seen, I gave you all the links. They will be in the after the show is over. Of course, all the links will be in the YouTube description box. So you're able to follow up on me and check where these things came from. Like I said, I don't vouch for the authenticity of this because I didn't make this up, right? I got these sources from somewhere else. So you got my sources, and there you go. Super Vike says, cool topic tonight. Glad I finally caught a live show. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you also are here for live. It does make it less boring for me and everybody else involved when people show up. So I appreciate you hanging out. And yeah, let's finish this up. Laura, if you're there, hold on. Let me check one more time before we finish this up. Looking for nope, nothing, no spam, nothing in the spam folder. Nothing in the inbox here. Nothing. So anyway, you guys have my email. If you guys have information like this, send it to me. And if with your permission, of course, we'll pull it up and put it on the stream. It's a troubledminds@protonmail.com. So do send me some good stuff. Thanks, Fred. Fred says, great show, Mike. Thank you. Appreciate it. It didn't feel like that, but they don't always feel like that from my end of things. But what can you do? It was debate night, and we had a laugh anyway, didn't we? We didn't have any. Eddie says, you have an email for me, Mike. Catch you soon. Yep, you got it, buddy. We'll hook up and we'll get you on the show. I've got some things to talk about. Okay, let's see. Mateo says email. 2 thumbs up. Okay. Derek says evil smells like sulfur. That's what I've heard. Exactly. Can you elaborate real quick, Tamara, on what they smell like? That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool to know. Okay. So anyway, let's see. And I think we're done. We're gonna finish this up. I haven't heard from Laura yet. She's not back on the thing. Laura, if you're there, I added you on Facebook. See if you can send me the photographs through Messenger. And I will keep a watch on my email though. So if it does send, that I'll contact you, get your permission, and we'll do all that before we put them up. But I definitely want to talk to you about the photographs if you have some pretty interesting things like you said you do. So there we go. I did send you a friend request, and at the end, one more time, what do you think? A secret space program, or nah? Or nah? This is a bunch of BS. Yeah, I think personally, I think it exists for sure. To what level, I don't know. Aliens on Mars, battling aliens on Mars. I don't know about that. But again, right? Like I'm not the guy that has the answers. I'm the guy that has the questions. So, all right, let's finish this up. Outro music, and again, Laura, if I missed you, I added you on Facebook. So if you hear this on an archive there, and you wonder what happened, we're just at the end of the show. It's been a long 3 hours, and when nobody calls me, I'm talking for 3 hours straight. So that's hard, a little harder to do than it looks. But okay, here we go. Let's finish this up, and we'll be done. Let's play. How about this one? Yeah, let's play this one. Damn it! We didn't get to the end without it freaking out. We didn't get to the end. Okay, let's see. Brett says absolutely a secret space program. Yeah, type in the chat, guys. What do you think? Secret space program or nah? I think that's probably what we're looking at. And then we can talk about, kind of get into if you believe there is one, which probably most of us, if you're here, you probably believe it. But what level of a secret space program there is. I think we'll get into the rest of that as we continue this show. The beauty is we're here twice a week. We're not done. We're done tonight, but we'll be back on Friday, and I think we may have a special show on Friday. We might be teaming up with another podcast and be doing live streams together. So stay tuned for that. I will announce that in the Discord and also on social media. So if you haven't joined the Discord, follow it on Facebook, do all the rest of that stuff, and we'll hopefully have a pretty good conversation about some pretty interesting things on Friday. And let's see. Tamarin says, I'll call in next time to explain the smell. I appreciate that. That would be amazing. All the stuff that I'm learning that I don't know is good. And I appreciate you guys teaching me. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for, it's too long to type. Yeah. Okay. I got you. I completely understand. Let's see. Super Vike says, drink that maybe juice, folks. Yeah. Drink the maybe juice. You never know, right? You never know. Keep your mind open. You don't know. Just because you doubt something doesn't mean it's not true. Okay. So I think that's the thing. Just kind of like we put our nose up with the propaganda, some of the paranormal stuff, some of the alien stuff, some of the interdimensional stuff. We don't know yet as humans. So again, keep drinking that maybe juice. You're completely right. Appreciate it, Super Vike. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. And we'll be back. We'll be back on Friday. And I'm still looking out for your email, Laura. And again, hit me up on Facebook, and we'll get this figured out. And maybe we can do a part of a show on this soon. So there we go. So stay tuned. Maybe Friday we get a special show. If not, we'll bump it to next week. Just getting people together and time frames and whatnot. It is a thing. It takes some time. So if not, you know what happens. We'll be back Friday. We're back Friday. Oh, there's Laura. There's Laura. No, let me double check. I don't see it. I do not. Oh yeah. Hold on. All right, I'm killing the music. I got an email. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Let's see. Let's take a look at this. So I've got an email from you, except I don't see a photograph. So, oh, there we go. There's another one. Okay, so we got emails coming through now. Okay, hold on. All right, hold on. We're killing this. There you go. We were about to kill this, but now we're not. Now we're gonna. Now we got a photograph to look at, I think. So let me take a look here. And if you want to call back, phone line's open. So give me a call, Laura. We'll get you back on the phone here, and we'll pull this photograph up and see what it looks like. See what this looks like. We got a photograph of spirits or something of the sort. Let's see. All right. So we do have it. Let's get it. All right. What is this? Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. So we have a. Okay. What the hell is this? Okay. All right. Here we go. Tenterhooks. You guys are you were waiting to see this photograph, aren't you? All right. Let me take a look here. Let me take a close look. What is this? All right. Putting the picture up. We got Laura calling back. We're going to take this phone call, and then we'll finish up after that. How about that? So you guys get a special treat. You guys get the outro music, and then the show continues. All right. Laura, you're on Troubled Minds with Mike. Thanks for sending that photo. I did get one. I've got it up. I'm looking at it. It looks like a dashboard.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. The other ones, some of them are sending dark. Some of them were not trying to load up to you.
Okay.
It's like it keeps coming up with that word, and then go ahead.
Okay, no problem. Send me what you got, and then we'll put it up. If
Which one are you looking at?
I got I'm going to put it up on the screen right now. So I see a dashboard of a car. I see a bright light on a porch, and then I'm not sure what I'm looking at. So I'm going to put this up on the screen. You guys can check this out yourself.
You're looking at the front porch?
Yeah, looking at the front porch. Here is the photograph, guys, that we're looking at.
I don't see the picture up yet.
It's up. Picture is up.
Let me know when you put it up.
It's up. So explain to us what we're looking at here.
I don't see it. Okay, I don't see it.
It is up on the stream right now. It is live on the stream.
Okay, I just see your card.
It might be, maybe. it is up again. Confirm, guys, that you see the picture that's up on the stream here. Let me know if you see it.
Okay, no wonder. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, it's definitely up.
I don't see it. Oh, shoot.
Anybody?
Okay, I don't. Okay, well, okay, if you're looking at the one with the front porch.
Yeah.
There's, on the door, you see the front door, right?
Yeah, so we're looking at the front door, and there's a bright light that's kind of shining from the door. Okay.
Okay. Now, okay, you see that white figure right there? There's like a black lady, like she's wearing like a black, like a red dress.
Where at? Up high, down low? Where am I looking?
On the door, where the door's at.
Oh, where the door's at.
Okay, where the door's at, you see the bright light. Now, if you look on top of the house, you can see them going up.
Okay, so I see. Okay, so right here in the middle of there's a bright light that's shining on the door. So what is that light? What is that light?
Well, that was my front porch light, but my front porch light is not that bright now.
Okay.
Now, look on top of the house. If you scroll the picture up.
Okay, I see. So above the house, above the light here, there's some sort of
where the light is flashing up. Do you see that white thing going up?
Yeah. So there is a white beam.
You see that?
Going up. Yeah. So there's an orb on the top here, kind of 2/3 of the way up thing. Yeah. Okay. I see that. I see that. Okay.
Okay. And then if you enlarge the picture, you can see there's two on the. Well, it depends on the way you're looking at it. Okay. You can see two spirits at the end. I'm fixing my phone. It's on my right side. There's that long bright light right before the long bright light. You'll see them if you enlarge it, and you see there's little round circles going up.
Okay, let me see if I can enlarge this thing here. Let's see. All right. Here we go. Okay, so enlarged. Here we go. Back on the screen. Just got to make sure I don't. Okay, there we go. So we're back up. Okay, so right above the door, there's some sort of shapes here in the. I think I see what you're saying. So there's some sort of, so it appears to be some sort of like beam of light that's going up. That there's an orb in there for sure.
Right.
And there should be like you said there should be like a figure. Like there's figures in there. I don't see that.
If you look right before the long line that has the orb in it. Okay. And there's like these, I see right here, 1, 2, 3 faces, 3 spirits right before that. Right before the bright light, the long one.
Okay. Right on the roof, right above the door. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. So on the right side here. So, okay. So just, yeah. So follow the beam straight up, guys. Straight up, the middle one that goes straight up. And then just to the right of it, there appears to be like a face, I see it. I see 2 eyes. I see like a nose and a mouth. I see one for sure. Let's see what else. But right there in the middle of the screen.
Look at the way they're going, and look at the end. Now you're on that side. Now you go to the end. You see one. Right. You see a little one right before, right at the end of the lights, of all the lights on the top.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. There's definitely some weird stuff going on in this light. Like I didn't see it at first because it was just a super bright light. But yeah, when you look at the light artifacts, yeah, there's something here. There's definitely something.
And they're going up to. There's like I don't know what it's called, but it's like this funnel thing. And then now if you go to the bottom part, now to the house, right next to the window. There's like some spirit like dressed in white. It's a female, and they're right where the Halloween is supposed to be a Halloween skeleton, but I don't know what it is. But it's like some lady, like some weird lady. And next to the front porch where the door's at, there is a lady dressed like in a red dress. She's like an African lady, and she has like this black coat.
So that's on the right side of the door, right? I see that. I see that.
Yeah, it's like where the door's at, and then on the other side there's a white female, like she's wearing a dress, and she has her hands like where her bed, like holding her stomach or holding her hands together.
Yeah, I see that one. So look, as on the right side of the door here, I see this figure. There seems to be like a light figure, like just like you said.
And one where the doorknob is at.
And one where the doorknob is at as well. Okay. I don't see that one as clear, but it might be that. Oh, I kind of see. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we got a figure on the left, a dark figure on the left. We got a white figure on the right, and then we have like at least one face up above the roof here with like a beam that's kind of a. This is a great photograph. This is great. Yeah.
There's more, but it's getting harder. I don't know why it doesn't like. It's kind of like fussing with me right when I'm sending it to you. And then right next to the window, at the end of the thing, you see this black African man like smiling, like he wants to be in the picture. There's 2 African people.
Oh, I see that too. Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right. There's faces in this. There's faces in this photograph. Okay.
I want to send you one where there's a spirit sitting on a John Deere, and it looks like he's reading the paper.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
And you know, my husband's like, "Who's that man? What was he doing there?" You know, I'm like, "Oh, that's not a man. That's a spirit."
Wow. And so you see these things regularly, huh? You actually see spirits all the time?
I see them like I see you. I see like I see you and me. You know what I mean? Like I talk clearly. I see them.
Wow. Okay. I do see some weird stuff here, guys. You seeing it? Somebody says pareidolia there. William says it. I don't know. I do see a face here.
No.
I do. Yeah.
It
I do
is not
see.
because I can hear them, and some of them ask for help.
Okay. Oh, wow. All right. So they are aliens of some sort. Then is that what you're saying? Like interdimensional?
I can see how some of them died. You know, like I can see what kind of life they led, and you know, and some of them are pretty very tragic. And there's one that he's in a motorcycle, and you know, he died instantly because he showed me how he just flew off and he died, you know, without no pain. And I could hear it, like his motorcycle running.
Wow, that's crazy. Do you have more pictures like
this? But how can he be pareidolia if they're wearing clothes?
Yeah, no. Yeah,
so
no.
That's what he's saying. So if it is, well, then why can you see their clothes? I don't have that in my house. So how is that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I'm just commenting to whoever said that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's just somebody made a comment. That's all. So I just read the comment from Facebook. But yeah, I said,
that's why I was kind of responding to that.
Yeah.
Okay,
no.
And these orbs going up. That's how you can explain that.
Yeah. That's definitely.
Like, I learned to accept that others may not see what we see because you know others are not as gifted as we are.
I see. Okay. I definitely see there's some figures here and there's some faces I see like now that you pointed it out. Is that the only
one you got?
No. So I see a face on the roof. I see the white figure on the right side of the door. I see the darker figure on the left side of the door, and then I see a face on the left side of that darker figure on the door. So yeah, I mean, it seems like there's something here. Like there's I buy it.
Did you get the other pictures?
Let me see. This is the only one that I got so far, but let me take a look. Negative. All I got. So the first one you sent didn't have anything attached to it, so there was no photographs. The next one you sent had this one picture attached. That was it. So at this point, I just have 2 emails from you, but only 1 photograph.
Okay, I'm sure. Yeah, because it still says the same thing. Whatever that word is.
Yeah, it's okay. So do me a favor. I added you on Facebook. Can you add me back? My name is Michael Strange, and we'll get this set up. If you got some time later, like we do this twice a week, we can pull up some of these and get you on the show another time and go through a bunch of your pictures.
Yeah, so I can tell it to you, and then we can have them all where it's all at once. You know.
Exactly. Yeah. So we could go through all these. Yeah, so please do add me on Facebook and let me know. We'll get these pictures up and let's set up a time we can get you back on the show. We'll go through all this stuff and look at all this and let everybody else decide what they think. But yeah, I do see some weird stuff in this picture. And is it okay if I put this up on the website and share this around? Is that okay?
Hey, yeah, no problem. Yeah, you can. You know.
Okay. Cool.
Go ahead.
Cool. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the call. How did you find this, by the way?
You're welcome. Huh?
How did you find us?
It's weird because I normally don't watch his live videos, and it's just like when somebody wants to I like it flashed, like, you know, so it's like, okay, well, this has to mean something, you know. And so then I started watching you, and I figured that it was for me to let y'all know that there's other existence, you know. It's weird. That's how I get messages from the angels. Like I get the picture that blinks. Or something that has to do with light, and you know your video kind of like blinked, so that's why I contacted you. I was like, well, obviously it's meant for me to show you something. Yeah, definitely. This is I think the picture is pretty compelling. There's a lot of stuff in here to look at, and if you got more, I look forward to it.
Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for calling.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start sending you. I'm gonna start sending you some pictures while we're off the phone.
Okay.
And the way you can save them for, you know.
You got it.
Okay?
You got it. I'll wait.
Right.
I'll wait for you to get on the show next time before I show
you. Might have two different. You might have two different emails. You know, because I have two different phones.
Sure, that's fine. Sure, no problem at all. No problem at all.
It has my name on it.
Okay, please send them and then add me on Facebook so I can get you there. Okay, thanks for calling. Laura from Florida. There you go.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
There we go. Good night. Thanks for calling. Simple as that, right? This is how we share, guys. And so whether you see this stuff in this photograph or not, thank you again to Laura for the call, for sharing the photograph. This is the type of stuff, right? Some people said maybe it's pareidolia, but I wouldn't rule anything out, right? I think, maybe I'll put this up on Discord if you guys want to join the Discord and take a look at the thing in full size. That's probably the best way to look at it. But there's some things in this photograph. At first, I didn't see it, but once you zoom in and start looking around, there's stuff. There's stuff here. What it is, I couldn't tell you, but I think there's definitely stuff here. So we will get Laura back. I did add her on Facebook. I got her email address, so we'll get some of these photographs. And this is why we do this live. This is exactly why we do this live, because this is the type of stuff you would never see otherwise, right? You don't know. And so she has more of these and says spirits actually contact her and ask for help and things like this, and gets pictures of them all the time. Then that's when you're in the right place. You're in the right place. Yeah, Pleiadians or spirits. I think she was saying there's different types, so maybe both. Maybe she sees both. I don't know. So we'll get to the bottom of that next time. And let's see. Let's see if I can get my my outro music back up. Let's try that. But so I'll share this photo on Discord and I'll put it up on. Let's see, where can I upload it? I think I can upload it to Discord and then just do it from there. So if you guys want to check it out in its full size glory and be able to zoom in and move around on it. And look at it for yourself. Join the Discord if you have not, troubledminds.org. Click the Discord link and get in there, and I'll drop it in there right after the show's over. But there we go. Yeah. Thanks Laura for sharing. Thanks for calling, and thanks for getting it done. Brett says, I've gone into a DMT trip and came out believing interdimensional beings appearing like geometric shapes and found it interesting that so many others have claimed seeing the same. Then again, being the objective person I am, it's hard to dismiss my brain just creating random visuals. But again, I think the thing is with that is that lots of people have said that there's more to it than just that. So yeah, definitely DMT is a thing that we've talked about in the past, and we should probably get into in the future as well. There's the Terrence McKenna, I believe, and there's tons of information. There's people that have gone through and cataloged the times they do DMT and ayahuasca and all the rest of that. So yeah, who knows? Again, who knows, right? I'm not the guy with answers. I'm the guy with questions, just like you, just like most of you. You guys teach me things, and that's why we do this live. So one more time, you guys are the best. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks again, Laura, for the call. And thanks again, Joe, for the call. Thanks everybody else for hanging out. So let's finish this with one more time, like we were trying to do. And we'll just play some outro music. And there you go. There you go. There you go. Thanks again, Laura. Thanks again, Joe. Thanks again, everybody else, for hanging out. Thanks for pointing out what's going on in this photograph. And yeah. What the heck, right? What the heck? Just when you thought you'd seen it all, well, in comes Laura to show you some photographs of some pretty compelling things that might or might not be something, right? Look closely. Check it out. I saw the stuff she's describing. I think there's something in that photograph. So there we go. At the end, you know where you're at. You know where you're at. You're kicking it with Troubled Minds Radio. I'm your host, Michael Strange. If you want to help out, you know what to do. Go to the website, leave us reviews on iTunes and all the places. Thumbs ups. We don't have a marketing department. That's us collectively. So the best thing you can do is to share with somebody else and just let them know, hey, there's a good conversation here, and look at some of the things we learned. Look at some of the things that happen spontaneously on this show. It's pretty nuts. Thanks again, Laura. Thanks for sharing. Thanks everybody for hanging out, and we'll do more of this on Friday. So stay tuned. And one more time, you're listening to Troubled Minds Radio. I'm your host, Michael Strange. Thanks for listening. You guys are all the best. From our troubled minds to yours. Have a great night.